Yo, I just was on the phone with Eddie. This nigga was like, "Yeah, I'm on the pod."
Watch this shit. This shit crazy. This how this shit be though. I'm like, bro, stop talking to me about present.
Nigga, hurry up.
Nigga, I'm coming, son. I'm having technical difficulties right now. My headphones aren't pairing. I'll join in.
Coming,
but hold on.
but listen there.
I gotta get my headphones set up. I'm here.
You probably got your tongue in somebody's cheeks right now.
Son, if you want, you can come over and I'll put my tongue in your cheeks.
Hey, yo, you just said that on the pod.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go. Yeah, I'm in go mode.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a new, all new, very new episode of the OSA Out of Shape Allstars, episode 93 of season 2. Well, episode 43 of season 2, 93 overall. We usually have 5. It's what I just said it is.
Last episode was 41. Now,
so 43, Drew.
Okay.
If you
forgot
on
that
YouTube,
too.
If you go on YouTube and look at the thumbnails, then you will see last week was 42. Okay.
It's okay. Our fans know Drew's had an incident recently. He's suffering from a short-term memory loss since his mishap with the toilet roll in the bathroom.
Toilet roll, booty hole.
Woke up, went to sleep on the couch.
Shit.
Woke up on the bathroom floor.
Okay.
So, as you can see, Drew, I'm sure you looked at it. The Rafters episode is episode 42. So,
Okay. My fault.
now, we usually kick it off with a 5-man starting lineup, but our host Eddie Horchata at the moment is not here, so we got somebody even better. We got our 6th man. We got Lou Will in the building. Don Dicap is joining the pod tonight. And Ed might be back. We don't know where Ed at. But again, this episode is brought to you by Coach Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. Drew is here. John is here. Kev is here. And I am here. John repping the Lakers. Got the Lakers gold on, man. They bum ass. And speaking of other bums, let's get into the open run and everything that's going on in the NBA. Now, this is one of the funner times of the NBA.
Trade deadline.
We're gearing up. What I said. I said, Drew, stop fucking talking before I can say what I gotta say. This nigga continues
That's
to do
crazy.
it.
First 5 minutes of the start.
First 5 minutes. I told this nigga in the OSA group, let me fucking segue the conversation. Drew jumps in every fucking time before I can say anything. Drew, let me do my part, my guy.
All right, boo. All right.
All right.
You said, all right, boo?
No, I did. I said, all right,
That's
bro.
what it sounded like.
I said, all right, bro.
But it did sound like,
I said, all right, bro. I said, all right, bro.
I ain't hear the boo. I heard bro.
I said, bro.
I hear
I said, bro.
But it was
I
like
said, bro.
you said bro a little fucked up, but it didn't fake sound like
I said,
all right,
bro.
boo.
I said, bro, nigga.
No, you got co-signed it. You said bro, but this sound like you said booed up. You said bro.
Drew, let me do me, man. All right, so the NBA, we're gearing up for All-Star Weekend, and right before All-Star Weekend, we generally have a crazy trade deadline. Now we're seeing a lot of moves happening so far. We got 2 days. This episode shoots on Tuesday. Trade deadline is over Thursday, I believe.
Thursday.
Yeah, so it's already underway, and we got a lot of moves, and it seems like the Cavs and the Pacers are the most active in this trade deadline time.
Well, you got Portland to that because Portland.
Portland's been moving too, but it looked like Pacers is doing a fire sale. Like everybody got to go. Only person still there that's worth mentioning is Miles Turner, and I don't think he gonna last there anyway. But let's go through some of them. Let's go through this shit. So it kicked off with the Clippers and the Blazers. The first trade, Clippers got Norman Powell and Robert Covington, and the Blazers got Eric Bledsoe, Justice Winslow, Keon Johnson, and a 2025 second round pick. Who wins that trade? Clippers or the Blazers? it seemed like Eric Bledsoe is going everywhere.
The Blazers definitely. I mean, the Clippers definitely win that trade.
Clippers win that.
Yeah, so because Clippers trying to gear up for a postseason run. Hopefully they get back Kawhi and added Covington and Powell, both good forwards.
Along with PG.
Yeah, with PG.
Yeah, that's some good wings.
Yeah, they deep.
Wings.
Yeah, they deep on the wing side. So those some solid picks. Let's go through some of the Pacers shit. Pacers was active. So Pacers did a trade with the Cavs. They gave up. Cavs got Caris LeVert and a second round pick. Pacers got Ricky Rubio, 2022 first round and second round pick, and a 2027 second round pick. How do we value that trade between the Pacers and
I
Cavs?
got a question.
Cavs one.
What's
Well,
up?
what's your question?
I mean, Kev.
Is Kevin Love still on the Cavs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's still there.
That's
He's still putting up some
that's a
decent
sad
numbers.
story, man.
No, that's not. He balling.
I mean,
No, you're not. They balling right now.
Cavs is playing good right now, and adding Caris LeVert to that.
I was just about to say this is why I say the Cavs won, because I think Sexton is gonna get traded now. Darius Garland and LeVert is nice. You could get you a nice wing.
I forgot Sexton was even there.
Yeah,
Sexton, is Sexton the one with the afro? He had the old playing
old
crazy defense.
Yeah, he got the fucking.
He had the clip
tail and shit.
He had the clip against Penny Hardaway's son, right?
Think
Right.
so,
He was
yeah.
talking crazy to him.
Right.
Yeah.
But you put a good wing with Evan Mobley and Kevin Love, and then Isaac Okoro playing nice. That team gonna be ready.
Yeah, and then I'm saying you still got Kevin Love, you still got the Allen kid, Jared Allen.
Allen.
Jared Allen.
Yeah, so,
They still got Lloyd Marketing too.
and Lloyd Marketing.
Yep.
Yeah, so they got a young team that can make some noise.
The only problem I see with that is that's two small guards. You can't really. They did it with Damon and CJ.
But Caris not small.
There's very that
Marketing
short.
at the 3, Mobley at the 4, and Allen. They have 3 7-footers basically in their lineup.
Me and Johnny was talking about that already. He is not small, but he does not play big. Like, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah, right, yeah.
If you put him against a Paul George or somebody, it's a liability to have both of them on the court together.
Right.
In my opinion.
I mean, Caris LeVert his play style reminds me, except for the defensive part, a lot of PG, where it's not like he ain't the strongest player, but he's more of a finesse guard. He ain't a.
See, but to me, he's more like Crawford, where it's smooth and he can score so effortlessly.
Right. Yeah.
But he don't have the defense.
No, he don't.
Paul George.
He doesn't. I do agree with that. He doesn't have defense.
So Cap said the Cavs won that. Pacers got Ricky Rubio, who's currently injured. They got a first round pick and a second round pick this upcoming draft, and a 2027 second round pick. Pacers is blowing up the team. It seemed like that they started from the bottom. They also did a trade with the Kings. Gave up fucking Sabonis, they best player.
Blow it up.
They gave up Jeremy Lamb and Justin Holiday for Tyrese Halliburton, who's dope. He's a good player. And Buddy Hield and Tristan Thomas, bum ass. But John, who wins that? Pacers Kings. Sabonis, Lamb, Justin over at Sacramento, Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield come over to the Pacers.
Honestly, I don't know. The Kings got the better player, but I'm gonna give the nod to the Kings. But with the moves,
better player,
huh?
Did they get the better player?
Sabonis.
You don't think Buddy Hield?
I think him and Halliburton are real good, but Sabonis is he's more impactful of the two right now. He's more impactful of the two. But Halliburton is still young. He got years ahead of him. Buddy Hield is still a sharp shooter.
I mean, Sabonis is an all-star level player. Like
did he make the All-Star team this year?
I don't think he did this year.
Nah, he did.
I don't think he made it, but they say he's the first All-Star to wear a Kings uniform since 2018.
Who was the last All-Star?
Marcus Cousins?
No, because Marcus Cousins is the last All-Star to make it as a Kings player. That was 2017, but the last player to be an all-star and play for the Kings was Zach Randolph in 2018.
Yeah.
So he did make it to the All-Star game then, you're saying?
No.
did.
You're saying he's the first. He in his resume.
Yeah.
Randolph didn't make the All-Star game in 2018, but it was.
He was an all-star player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
right.
nobody in the Kings organization since 2018 has a history of making an All-Star game.
Okay.
He'll be the first.
I'm tripping, or did Melo have a little stint in Sacramento?
No.
Carmelo?
Not Carmelo Dan.
Where did he play at?
He went
Houston,
Denver
Detroit,
Knicks,
OKC.
OKC.
Oh,
Houston.
OKC.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know he played for one of them weird ass teams, but okay.
So John you said you got the Pacers winning that trade, or do you say the Kings winning that?
I'm gonna go with the Kings for now, but the Pacers are having a fire sale, but they're stacking up. Like again, Halliburton is a good move. They still got Brogdon on the roster. It could work, and then if they draft correctly, they could.
Right.
You know, who knows? But I'm gonna give it to the Kings for now.
And one of the biggest trades we got Pelicans and the Blazers again.
Hold on. Before we go off the Kings, y'all think
Robert.
the Kings is done? Because I think the Kings gonna make one more trade, and it might help out New York.
What's that?
What
What do you
type of
think?
trade
What are you thinking about? What trade?
I think they're gonna get rid of De'Aaron Fox.
And De'Aaron Fox coming into the Knicks.
I don't know.
The Knicks?
The fact that they traded Halliburton, I would assume they're keeping Fox because Halliburton's also a point guard.
I mean, having De'Aaron makes Halliburton tradable because it's like you got two good point guards.
Like with Miles Turner and
Sabonis. So that's why I get what John's saying. Because they gave up Halliburton, they're gonna keep one of their decent point guards.
Okay.
They ain't gonna give up both of them. Like you already gave up Halliburton. Why would you give up De'Aaron as well? Like, so
we'll see.
We'll see. We still got 2 days left in this shit, but them Pelicans trying to make moves. They got CJ McCollum from the Blazers. They also got Larry Nash Jr. and Tony Snell weak ass. And the Blazers got Josh Hart, that nickel Alexander Walker nigga. And they got
Alexander Walker,
yeah. And they got Tomas Satoransky,
yeah,
something like that and shit. And they got a protected first round pick. Now, Blazers, I mean, we all know Pelicans is Zion's team when he's there. You add CJ to it. You got B.I.
Shouts to the post that you posted the other day, by the way, of Zion turning into Mark Henry. That shit was.
So you got B.I. You got
CJ McCollum.
CJ. You got the point guard. I forgot his name. I'm drawing blanks right now. What's the nigga name? He just got there. Pelicans point guard, starting point guard. Graham.
Devontae Graham.
Devontae Graham. Can we see, if we get late season Zion, can the Pelicans be a contender in the West?
Contender like
I
how?
said no.
Yeah, now.
Contender like how?
When you say contender, obviously means they're a threat to make it to.
Could they make a push for the playoffs and then do more than make it past the first round?
If Zion's healthy, they could give somebody a headache in the first round. I believe so.
They're not gonna make it out the first round.
Because I'm looking. Let me look at the team real quick.
They're the 10th seed. They're the 10th seed currently.
Those
so they're about 6.5 games out of that last 8 spot from the Clippers.
Because
remember, it's the play-in. It's the play-in tournament, so they don't have to catch up. They just got to win the play-in tournament.
Oh, that's fucking wild. Yeah, I forgot.
So
about
look,
that shit.
because if you get Zion back, you got Valanciunas at the 5, Zion playing the 4, B.I. at the 3, CJ at the 2, and Graham at the 1. That's a solid ass 5.
They're gonna make.
But on namesake, I'm only speaking on namesake because I ain't saying none of them play together. But based on the names, Valanciunas is a solid big. Zion could put up 27 and 9 easy. B.I. is B.I. CJ is CJ, and Graham has had a new start coming to the Pelicans.
Mm-hmm. So right now the Pelicans is at 10, the Blazers is at 11. I don't think the Blazers will take over. I
No,
don't
Blazers
think
ain't gonna do shit.
the Spurs. I mean, you can never count out Greg Popovich.
Right.
And then the Kings with getting Sabonis, they only one game behind them.
Yeah.
So they might could bump the Pelicans out before Zion even get there, in my opinion. The Lakers not gonna fall no more, and the Clippers ain't gonna fall no more. Pelicans ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Well, again,
They
so
go catch Wreck in the playing tournament. That's about it.
So the thing is, like looking at it right now, Pelicans at the 10, they get to play in. They play against
The Lakers.
the Lakers. Right. So
they gonna get swept in the play.
Lakers are looking to move up. So I'm saying
Remember
move
during the
Lakers
bubble,
up.
LeBron said that this play-in was a good idea, and then last season he said it was a bad idea. I bet you this season he's gonna say it's a good idea.
No,
No,
LeBron
he's
ain't
not.
gonna make it.
He's not gonna say it's a good idea. I hate it when he said that. It's not a good idea because he's in the playing tournament. He's gonna say the same shit.
He
It
only
won't be.
likes it when he's in the play-in tournament.
No, he liked it when he wasn't in the playing tournament.
Right.
Yeah.
The year when it started,
The
he
year
wasn't.
he
in
wasn't.
It.
Oh,
He was okay with it.
yeah.
Then the following
Yeah.
year, he was in it, and he was like, "This shit is stupid. I don't understand."
shit's
I don't
dumb.
understand it.
Yeah.
So this year it's TBD of what his stance is, because if he in it, he gonna be like, "Fuck that shit." If he not in it, then he's gonna be like, "Hey, everybody get a chance." And it makes the game better. So we already know how Brian rock. But you
so I got a question.
What's up?
How much of the previous game earlier this week that the Lakers against the Knicks, how much of it was the Knicks blowing the lead or the Lakers like pulling off a good comeback?
Okay, we're gonna get to your question in a minute once we get through the trade. I see where you're going. Eat a dick, wait till I get there.
Aggressive.
So who's the winner in the Pelican Blazers trade?
Nobody.
Cal, I say nobody.
Pelicans.
It's a wash.
And what happens with Dame? What do we see happen with Dame?
I think.
Over there.
Do you think he just sticks? I think he might stick it out the season because fuck it. You know, I don't like the idea of like wasting another year, but he's a free agent next year, no? For this summer.
Now he just re-upped in the beginning of the season.
Oh, so a team has to trade for him. He can't hit the market at all.
No, he's gonna be traded. That's why everybody's talking about him being potentially traded.
Yeah, because he just got that new deal. He just got that extension.
All right, well, I mean, yeah.
Honestly,
get out when you can.
If I was trying to shake up the Trailblazers and I was running the Trailblazers organization, I would offer Dame to the Celtics for Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart, because then you finally get you a wing player. And you're getting rid of Dame, which clearly Dame has to go. Like, he's not going to want to play for that team no more.
Yeah.
And build from Jaylen, because Jaylen is young.
You think
Boston
be willing to give up Jaylen?
I feel like Boston fucking up anyway. They might as well make a move too.
Right.
Boston ain't playing no better. I mean, well, their record is better, but they ain't playing good ball.
Right. They ain't a team that's going to do shit in regards to
They got way more
right
talent.
Yeah.
The two guys they got should be playing, like, they should be at a higher level than what they are. So shake it up.
And they similar in play style, so maybe that's what it is, because they games.
Jaylen and Jason is stepping over each other.
Yeah, right, exactly. So you get Dame, who plays a different position, who's going to play a different role in the team, versus having Jaylen and Jason there together.
And Portland kicks Dame out the West.
Right, and then you have Marcus Smart and Jaylen over there, and they started fresh, and they beat a 1 and 2.
And those two guys is two guys that you want on a team if you want to go to the playoffs, because Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown, they both play.
They dogs. Yeah, they both dogs. So that would work. But we got 2 days to see how this shit go. But that's the trades. There's been talk of Ben Simmons and James Harden move. Do we see that happening?
It's not going to happen.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm tired of hearing about Ben Simmons. Truthfully.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired. Me too. I was about to say the same thing. I was like, we've been talking about this shit since before the season even fucking started.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like they're just gonna let this dude die. Period.
I wouldn't give a fuck if they sent him to Australia.
Facts. Join the Siberian League or whatever the fuck LiAngelo did for a little bit.
You think if that trade was to happen, who will win that? for James Harden for Ben Simmons, who will win that trade?
Ooh,
If hypothetical.
if it's
You're
straight
saying
up,
if they switch
if
each
it's,
other?
if it's straight up 1-1, you talking about like that?
Yeah, I was like, who will win that trade if they trade straight up for James Harden for Ben Simmons?
The Sixers.
I think in the long run,
Yeah,
the Sixers.
I think the Sixers, because we still got the Kyrie situation and shit. Whereas
that is true. That is.
So if anybody trading, dealing with the Nets, they gonna win because at least all their players will be fucking playing consistently. The window with Embiid, although he's still a young player, he got the injury bug. He's having an MVP season, so this is the perfect time to capitalize on them making a real push. So if they really want to like be serious and make a push, they should go for James Harden. But James Harden in the playoffs is known to not show up. So
I don't really see
His biggest problem too,
Embiid
he
and Harden
didn't want to be
matching
in
up
New York
either.
anymore. Because
You
what?
don't want to live in Brooklyn. That's what the
don't wanna live
Oh, you don't want to live in Brooklyn because the strip clubs close at like 2.
The nightlife ain't there for James Harden in New York.
Yeah,
I
because in
told y'all what
Houston,
it
strip
is.
clubs be
It's
open till
ass.
fucking 6 a.m.
It's ass out all year round in Houston, and in New York, them asses is covered up with down coats right now, so he ain't feeling that shit.
Yeah, and then he's gonna go to Philly and deal with girls that say "wooter" and say family, fucking
That's
Delco
true.
fucking accents. Ugh.
That's fact.
Hey, you want to go get a Hugie?
We gonna see what happened. We got 2 days left, so we're gonna be reporting on it now. Kev, you brought up New York, but I'm gonna speak on New York as a whole. New York basketball is ass right now.
I was gonna say sucks.
True.
So
I was gonna ask you, I think Julius gonna get traded.
So Julius been in talks. The Knicks as an organization.
No, man. I gave my Julius take last week.
Julius,
Decap, to fill you in on that. I mean, it was really just like, the Knicks went from a team that was supposed to be one of the worst teams in the league to being the 4th seed. Like, and Kev is on the other side of it, trying to bury him. But look, it is what it is, man. He needs a Batman. He's just a Robin, in my opinion. I think he's a Robin.
Nah,
He needs somebody else to take a little bit of the load off.
I think Julius is more what's his name? He's more Al
say a V
Harrington than
character?
Zach Randolph. And if you know basketball, you know exactly what I mean by that.
That was your first Grizzlies team that you love, no?
No, it's just 2 guys that are great players. But Al Harrington, he could give you a bucket, he could do a lot of things, but he ain't gonna win you no games.
Right.
Zach Randolph, he gonna do what you gotta do to get them game. And I feel like Julius is leaning more so as an Al Harrington career than a Zach Randolph career.
Yeah. And again, Julius ain't the nigga that, again, being in New York, they want that player that when it comes down to it, that's going to step up and take those shots. Julius, at this moment, ain't that player that's like, okay, we're going to live and die.
I don't think he ever was, though, but that's the thing. Like,
with Julius,
I think New
Randle
York is
shit.
forcing him to do that. And that's just not
I mean,
fucking cool.
That's
You play-
his game. He be chucking. He really be chucking. Them step back threes and stuff like that.
Right.
That ain't you, man. Just go down low, man.
And again, he's strong as fuck. So
Yeah,
he
be
should
a bully.
He should be bullying down there. But again, like I said, Nets is on the 9-game losing streak. Fucking Knicks. Knicks win. Knicks trend. They trend is lose 3, win 1. Lose 3, win 1. I was looking at their fucking recent games. They've done that. Their last 10 games, win 3, lose 1. What the fuck is going on with New York basketball? I heard Tibbs is beefing with the GM and the president and Knicks because when they traded for Cam, he didn't want Cam.
Who do you want instead?
He didn't agree with that trade. He didn't want that trade.
What did they give up for Cam?
They gave up Kevin Knox. He felt that because he a defensive player where Cam don't play D, and Knox was more of a defensive player, although I rarely see Knox play. But
Knox doesn't play like that.
So he felt that Cam doesn't fit his play style, and Knicks GM and president, they went above him to make trades that he didn't approve of, and that's one of his issues with the coach and the bosses not being on the same page. How can you win when y'all ain't communicating on transactions and shit like that? So it's a lot of
Julius was low key beefing with Tibbs too, and then and then Randall went and unfollowed the Knicks on Twitter or some shit.
I don't know about that gay shit.
That'd be
I don't know
smoke and
about
mirrors
that.
though sometimes.
I don't know about that, bro.
But I can see them doing some shit like that. So again, what's going on in New York basketball, Drew? Give us your take on the Knicks or the Nets. How you feel about New York basketball as a whole right now?
Well, the thing about the Nets is just that everybody it's the same thing every year. It's the Nets is playing injuries. Like that's KD's out, Harden is out. Fuck it, you got Kyrie off and on playing. So that's in and of itself. There's
Part-time player and shit.
Part-time player. If everybody's good, everybody's good. But right now, everybody's good. That's the Nets' whole problem. The Knicks is just what happened. I honestly don't know what happened from last year to this year. Like what is the specific change that happened from this year to last year? Like why are they playing so bad?
I think last year, Drew, they played above expectations.
Like Ed said, overachieved. They
way overachieved.
And to overachieve in New York is the wrong fucking thing to do.
That's a championship, but that's a championship. That's like I brought it up. I brought this up a couple weeks ago too. It's like, yo, we were ready to give Jeremy Lin the keys to fucking New York City, like for 2 fucking weeks of performing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that's what we are. We're prisoners of the moment. So it's like when a team, especially like, you know, shout out to Side Talk NYC, but like when they win that home opener. And like everyone's out there fucking recording. It's like, oh yeah, you KD, don't you regret not coming to the Knicks? Like all that shit.
Yeah,
like
they were going crazy last year.
Like that just gasses up New York City. You got fucking Deez Nice fucking saying the Knicks run New York City. Yo, what? Like you go back to like an episode that they had on Showtime, or you go back to their podcast like 2 episodes before that. He's shitting on the Knicks. So it's like,
Ed.
So basically,
you want me to just sum this up in New York?
Yeah, sum it up.
Dale Jones is the quarterback for the New York Giants.
What the fuck does that have?
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Shit just went left, bro.
Yeah.
He said if you could sum up New York sports.
You're right. No, I get it. No, now I understand. Yeah, now I get it. But yeah, that's what it is. You know, Yankee fans expect a championship every year. Mets fans get off to a hot start and they fucking think that they won the World Series and then they fucking tank. You know what I mean? Like Rangers fans right now, I mean, I'm hearing it left and right. You know, I'm not following hockey as much as I probably should for this podcast, but who cares? Because our listeners don't care about hockey. But I will obviously during like the playoff push. But it's like I got Rangers fans like fucking up the wazoo, like, well, at least, you know, New York's got one good team. I'm like, yeah, for now. Like this shit happens all the fucking time. But it's back to that, like the culture in New York. It's like the second you start doing good and the second, like, yo, people are going to ride you. They're going to fucking love you. And then the second you don't perform is, what have you done for me lately? And now all of a sudden they want to fucking run you out of town. That's just not cool.
So basically what you say is the pressure always gets to our teams. Like basically.
Always. I mean,
now which New York basketball team do you guys think has a better chance of fixing their wrongs?
I'm not even going to show my bias here, but I think the Knicks, man. The Nets have look. Yes, arguably you have KD. No, I'm dead serious. Like you got to think about it. Like it's a young team right now with RJ and Obi topping these toppy. You know what I mean? Like you got those dudes. Obviously we'll see what happens with Julius Randle, but you know, maybe what are you gonna fix fucking Kemba? Who knows? Like who knows what's gonna happen really? But I think they have a little bit with more draft picks, obviously with a younger team, they have more to grow with when you have, again, Kyrie, who's a part-time player, James Harden, who already wants to leave. And it's just going to turn into, KD's going to be by himself all over again. He should have stayed with Golden State.
But the thing about it, if you don't trade James Harden is going to be James Harden.
Walking away next year.
Yeah, I know, but when James Harden is playing, he's geared up to playing. When he doesn't see,
Drew, the question was like, who's got a better chance to fix it?
John,
I mean, the Nets have.
So what?
You was just looking at what I was just looking at?
No, I wasn't.
Oh my God, I just got terrified. Y'all just missed it. John Moran got.
Oh no, I mentioned that. Yeah, I seen that.
He hit the ground hard as fuck. I thought he was hurt.
One of the
what channel is that?
Morris brother. clothesline him out the air, basically.
Oh my God, y'all!
I told y'all what I hate about Ja. The same shit I hate about
Yeah, he
Derrick
got
Rose.
D Rose. Yeah, he be
Yo,
bouncing.
y'all niggas, they be in the fucking air shooting like they on a parachute or some shit, and they little as fuck.
But
coming down hard as
I think
fuck.
he tried to, they do the flop
They on
shit
his
like
D-Wade
that.
shit.
But he just
Yeah, the
fell
flop shit
straight
almost.
on,
You heard the flop shit almost.
hurt him more. Yeah.
Ja
I
the
don't know the
nigga,
flop. He legit
yo.
got hit in the face. Yerrr, Cap, he legit got hit in the face.
But
Ja
even
the
if you
nigga
got
that
hit in the
do-
face, you wouldn't fall like that.
Ja the nigga that does full vert with trying to block a shot. Like
Yeah.
the nigga be doing too much. Sometimes I be like, Ja, chill the fuck out, yo, cause the way he be sacrificing his body, I'd be like scared every time that nigga go up. Every time he go up, I'd be terrified for him and shit. But
Nah, bro, these niggas be having like they be feeling invincible, bro. It is what it is.
and he young as hell and got
Yeah.
bunches
Exactly.
like a motherfucker.
But Ed, you
Yeah.
wrong. You
You
wrong.
said you wrong.
I'm wrong about the
That's
Nets.
Knicks.
I think Nets have a better chance of fixing it this
Oh,
year.
listen. If the NBA just says, "Hey, we fucked up with this whole vaccination thing. Kyrie can play now."
Nigga, that's a
the,
big if.
the Nets instantly
The
go
number one
above
in
the
the
Knicks.
East.
All right, so
Oh,
then we go to the
then-
playoffs
then-
where James Harden disappears as always. KD and Kyrie get in their own fucking heads.
Everybody keeps saying James Harden disappeared. James Harden
Does he
was
not though?
hurt.
Like, does he have a history
Hey.
of showing up in the playoffs?
He
No,
was,
what-
last year he was hurt on the court.
Okay, you don't think that
This
was like
other- this-
But
well,
James Harden got a history of not showing up in the playoffs.
yeah, I got
Okay, but look at the team
got
he
hurt.
was on last
But-
year.
But see, the thing is, he be every team James Harden been on when he was in Houston, they kill all season, be number one in the East. I mean, number one in the
All right,
West,
but
1,
hold
2,
on.
3. But then they get to the playoffs and completely turns off.
And
Defense change.
And this is the difference. All those teams, James Harden was the number one option.
Mhm.
If he was healthy last year, he doesn't have to be that. Kevin
I think at
Durant
some
is
point
there.
it's in
Kyrie
between the
Irving is
ears,
there.
man. I don't think he
Alright,
was
but what is he stressing about? When if he doesn't want to shoot the ball, he can pass it to Kevin Durant.
I
Yo, where the
understand
fuck
that.
Joe
but
Harris been at?
They were
He's
there.
Joe Harris-
trash.
I think
Joe
I heard.
Harris injured?
He's
Yeah, I
trash
think
Yeah, he's
anyway.
injured.
He's trash anyway. But my point is,
Joe Harris ain't tried.
he was hurt. James Harden was hurt.
He was again. I like to think he was hurt. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I'm using air quotes.
you can give him the benefit of the doubt due to him being hurt, and this is the first time he wasn't the primary guy. So
All I'm saying
give
is
him
they
the benefit of the
go
doubt.
down 0-2 in a series. James Harden's going to be hurt again in the playoffs.
It's not like that.
I mean, that's exactly how he is. I'm telling you, I watched it last year. I seen him do it last year. It was bad.
He was not playing up to stuff. Just like Cap say, he tore his hand, he popped his hamstring.
So
bro.
Ed, like you said, Julius Randle, maybe for James Harden, he shouldn't be the primary
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
scorer for a team because again, you go back to the good old days in OKC. He was the
You got
third
KD.
man. They had KD and Russ, and he was able to shine with their overcast being there. When he got to Houston, although he had great years and great regular seasons, MVP level years, but once he got to the playoffs, him being the primary target for the opposing team, they were able to limit him and shut him down in big moments, as well as bust his ass in big moments. He gets to Brooklyn, he gets hurt. KD pretty much had to do it himself against the Bucks because Kyrie was out. Joe Harris was playing ass that final game 7. Although he was hurt, he was out there and he was playing ass as well, afraid to shoot the ball. So God forbid, if he make it through past the trade deadline, he's gonna have to play. KD will be back before the season is over. There's gonna be a season that he has to show, okay, playoff time, he got to show like something because
KD
already showed us. KD ain't got to show shit.
I thought you were gonna say he got to get his foot behind the line this year.
Yeah, he got to right. That's about all he got to do. KD, we already know KD don't fucking fold in these pressure moments. but James Harden has a reputation of folding. Whether it's true or not, he has that tag to him. So now that he's the second scorer, he should have no problem moving forward when it comes to.
But I do agree with Cap. Obviously, if the mandates eventually, if they do get lifted in New York, the Brooklyn Nets will have an easier time fixing what they have issue-wise versus everything else, because at the end of the day, they have a big three, and if they're all on the court clicking, that's not a team nobody wants to face. But
I can't wait for it to crash and burn.
And who knows, being that it's the playoffs and the NBA knows they want fans in the seats, they might be like, hey, we're not gonna follow the same vaccine rules.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be all about the money at some point for sure, especially if people start wilding out.
I don't
and
think
be available for every single game, and Kevin Durant is healthy. Guess what? Ain't no team that can fuck with them.
What's crazy though? What's crazy about the Nets though? The Nets are actually able to have Kyrie in New York, but they have to pay a fine in order for him to play. I don't know why they haven't did that.
Because
I'm sure over time.
Drew, what I'm saying is, in order for him to play, of course he can't play without being vaxxed, but there is a fine attached if they do play him in New York. Nets is subject to a fine, but he can technically pay if they're willing to pay the fine.
Yeah,
again, I'm not going to pretend that I know what that. What'd you say?
The ESPN at one point, I remember they posted how much it would have cost them to let Kyrie play.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot.
To be honest, no, it wasn't something that was. I mean, I don't remember how much it was, but it was something where in NBA money, it's not a lot of money.
Well, it was like 2-3 M, something like.
Yeah, something like that.
So what I thought was what it was going to be was like, all right, cool. Let's say it's like a fucking $25,000 fine or whatever, and then after the second time you do it, it doubles. And
it was
third,
something,
triple.
It was something
like,
increasing.
if it does that, then that's fucking wild.
But the thing, but it still wasn't a crazy amount of money. But the reason why they won't do that is because they're gonna be like, the players union gonna complain about that. They're gonna be like, you did that for one guy when a lot of people didn't want the shit and got the shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, they gonna do that for the playoffs.
And
that's why I'm about to say.
Kyrie the type of nigga that'd be like, I don't want y'all to do that if it's not fair to everybody else anyway.
Yeah. And Kyrie be like, I'm not paying that shit. So either y'all
gonna pay that shit.
Right. But I can see the playoffs.
Yo, Kyrie getting his full contract? Like,
I think so. I think he getting all his money.
Oh, Kyrie definitely don't give a fuck.
But remember, he was getting fined at first.
But I'm saying he's a willing participant now, so I don't think he's getting. At first, he was sitting out altogether, and he was getting fined for not playing. But now he is technically an active player, so I don't think.
So he's getting paid for them fucking road games or them home games. He ain't playing. That's fire, yo. Shouts to Kyrie, man.
Kyrie paid them WNBA salaries. He forever in good standings with me.
And again, Kyrie have no problem paying that, but if they try and find him, he gonna be like, "Fuck y'all, I'll see y'all in I'll see y'all in Milwaukee or somewhere, wherever the mandate is less."
Should have traded me to Texas.
But y'all brought up KD. I saw on ESPN they were talking about this season. Who has more pressure and who needs to win? Who has more to prove? Who needs to win? Between the Lakers and LeBron versus the Nets and KD. Who has the most pressure? Who needs to win now while the window is closing? John says easy. Who you got, John?
KD.
Oh no.
The Lakers want to chip. Y'all can say what y'all want. LeBron want to chip with the Lakers.
All right, but Johnny, you got Anthony Davis, Westbrook, and LeBron, and all of them.
And Carmelo Anthony.
And they were all supposed to be playing. There was no.
I understand that, but at the end of the day, LeBron and Anthony Davis still won a championship. What have the Nets done since the Big Three's been there?
Okay, but
that's a good point.
You're talking about
that's where the pressure lies.
We're talking about like LeBron is out the question when we're talking about winning for one.
Yeah, window closing for sure. LeBron's got that.
Stems from is the pressure. Who has more pressure to win?
All right, but if you get so before this year started, right? And they said Russell Westbrook has been traded to the Lake. Everybody started going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You got 3 superstars on your team.
Yeah, it's on paper. It's like you can't beat that.
Yeah,
but the way how Russell Westbrook is playing,
right?
People,
Drew, we ain't talking
We're
about
not
play
talking
style. We
about-
just
he's
talking about
about when it happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's who with the pieces around them who has more pressure to win.
And then they
Yeah,
say,
man.
oh, they going and getting Malik Monk. They going to get the Howard back. All these big guys back. So fucking the Nets, we all knew. Kyrie, James Harden, KD. The rest of the team is what? They dirt.
I
They
would
dirt.
dirt.
Not
And
I
then-
don't disrespect Blake Griffin. So.
Who else ain't who good? Blake?
no.
Blake,
LaMarcus is dead. LaMarcus is dead.
Again,
You guys-
LaMarcus was fucking out the
He
league.
was
He
out.
had
Yeah,
health problems.
Yeah, he
No,
came
that's
back.
what kicked him out the league. He was in the league and he got kicked out. He had
No,
to
but
leave
coming,
and he came back.
but coming into this season, LaMarcus wasn't a question.
No, he wasn't. Yeah,
Right. So he came back. When coming into this season, it was like, yo, as long as KD, long as Kyrie and Harden there, you got a chance over there. Everybody else don't matter. But in LA, it's Lake Show. Now we got
building this
it's
team.
LeBron, it's KD. It's AD, it's Russ, it's Melo, it's Monk. Like it's Dwight. It's like building this fucking we the Monstars back to the bubble.
so
Yeah,
that's
only-
again how the Nets
only-
made all those moves.
Who
that's
besides
monsters,
those
man.
3 people, Johnny?
Patty Mills is a solid player. Come
Yeah,
on,
but Patty Mills is a role player.
at the end of the day,
Yeah, all
And
you
it-
need
and
is
Patty
role
Mills-
players
no,
after
at the end of the
those
day, did LeBron win a chip with Anthony Davis?
Yes.
KD and Kyrie was on the Nets when LeBron won a championship with Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Right.
And the only reason why they ain't have a chance to win is because KD foot big as hell.
No, that's
No, that was the year after.
That's the year after the fact.
Johnny, I give
Either
what you
way,
got. Listen,
the
I give
Lakers
what
still
you-
want a chip. So if the world was to end right now, and we used to have this conversation in the afterlife,
I don't
You think it's afterlife?
Hold on,
No, I
hold
don't
on.
think that.
what
Hold
y'all
on.
gonna say?
Hold
He
on,
didn't
Kev.
win.
All right, but Johnny, listen, Kev, before Johnny just made that point, did you remember that the Lakers won the year before the Bucks?
The bubble?
Only
No, no, no.
because Kobe died. Only because Kobe died. Because I was like, yo, it's divine
listen,
intervention.
hold
that the
on,
Lakers
hold on,
win.
John. Let's not forget the Lakers bubble win. People still consider that and add that with the asterisk. A lot of people don't even count that bubble win. Drew,
I don't count the Dodgers. I don't count.
We had this
but
conversation. I'm not gonna go back
Keep it
into
100.
it.
But keep it 100 to answer Cap's question. I only remember that because I remember saying like, yo, niggas got like Kobe there as an angel. Like they need to win the chip.
Again, the LA year.
That's the only reason why I remember.
Drew, you might not agree with it. John is out himself said that it was an easier year due to the restrictions and due to them being in the bubble and
Shooting in the gym.
And them being able to be together all the time, not having
No
trouble.
crowd.
So all of that shit, we still, a lot of people, I'm not gonna say everybody, a lot of people attach the asterisk to that Laker win. They got the
Andrew,
W.
as a Miami
can't
Heat
take that
fan, you
away.
should be like excited that we don't count that W.
He a
Like,
LeBron fan.
your
and a
team
Miami
lost.
Fan. We understand that.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
No, what I'm trying to say.
Everyone got talk shit. Did the Nets even make it to the Eastern Conference Finals yet?
They just did last
No,
year.
I'm lying. What the Nets?
Last
they
season
did.
they did.
No, they didn't.
When they played
Oh
against the Bucks,
yeah. They made the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah,
they lost to the Bucks.
That wasn't the conference.
That was
final.
the Bucks.
The,
That was
second round.
the Bucks
The
played.
Hawks made
the
Eastern Conference
Atlanta.
Oh, right. That's true. That's
Bucks
true.
played
You're right.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Hawks.
Right,
Ice Train
yeah.
made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Fucking
That's right.
R words.
That's
Even I knew
that's
that,
right.
son.
That's
Ice
right.
Nah, basketball,
Train,
man.
baby.
Johnny, Kyrie ain't been there half the year.
But John, you brought up that because Kyrie ain't been there, and we all know the Bucks Nets series was the fucking Eastern Conference. We already knew who came out that
Yeah,
game
but
was
they
going to
didn't
win
get
the Eastern Conference. You
Doesn't-
missing the
doesn't
point.
matter.
That does point matter because Atlanta snuck through. Whereas if they would have went against the Bucks or the Nets in
No,
any
that's
one
true.
of those series,
That's true.
we
You're
all
right.
knew they was gonna lose. We knew that the Bucks Nets series was the Eastern Conference. Nobody
Yeah.
cared about
Honestly,
none of the other series.
honestly,
Yeah,
them.
but
honestly, if
but
the
Devin,
Nets
you
had to
can't
play,
you can't just like wash what Johnny said is right. They didn't make the Eastern
No,
Conference
it
Finals.
that's
What
yeah,
a
but it's
fact.
just
Johnny
it was
said
just a
is right though.
seeding. It was just a seeding issue. Like if the Nets had to play the Hawks first, right? They could have beat the Hawks with James Harden being hurt and all the shit that they had going on. Then if they played the Bucks with a healthy Harden, it might even been a different story in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah,
Might have
but
been.
we can't make that decision.
Again, a foot changed the Eastern Conference Finals. One big ass toe changed the
Either
Eastern
way,
Conference Finals.
Johnny, you right. The Lakers got less pressure.
I'm talking about the
Go
pressure.
for it.
I'm not talking about trying to match up accolades. I'm just saying when you look at it
But
for the win,
you kept bringing up their championships. How you
yeah,
not
because
matching
they
up
won it.
accolades?
That released pressure. If you win a chip, even though it's a city that expects a chip every year, you win one, people don't go crazy as much. If the Yankees win a chip this year and don't win for the next couple of years,
I'll shut up for 3
Yankee
years.
fans not gonna be going
But
crazy. They
John,
won.
That's
3 years.
bullshit, Johnny.
but
That's a
John, you
bullshit
missed.
statement.
I think, although you are right, John, in a sense, you missed the circumstances in which the last time Lakers won was the bubble, and people don't really count it. Now this season, Lakers was supposed to be the ultimate dominant team, whereas nobody was supposed to compete against the Lakers this season more than they were in that bubble. That bubble team wasn't as sexy as the Lakers roster is today.
Right now.
So therefore, the almighty Lakers is this season versus when they won the bubble team. Although that bubble team together worked because they had everybody that played their part. But this is the sexy team. You got the superstar players. You got Carmelo Anthony now. You got fucking Russ. All this shit. Ain't no way you supposed to be playing the way you playing. So although Nets are, y'all supposed to win. Nets have been dealing with injuries the whole time this team been together. So, and we've seen with KD being there with the Eastern Conference Finals last year, or the semi, what KD was able to do by him fucking self. So it's like
Drew, who the Lakers beat on that Heat team?
Who the Lakers beat on it? What? Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero. You got Duncan Robinson. You got
they had one of the Morris brothers at that season, didn't they?
Yeah, Markieff Morris. It wasn't Marcus. It was Markieff. It was, I forgot the rest of the team. But
It's all good. I guess,
How many of
John,
them is
what they're
All-Stars,
also
John?
trying to say, John, is that
how many of them are All-Stars? Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo.
And Bam.
Only two.
Bam.
That's it.
And Dragic was on that team too.
Oh yeah,
right,
Dragic coming off the bench.
Dragic was on that team.
But John, I mean, we said that this team, like we already mentioned, like Russ ain't got a ring, kind of wants one. The window is closing on the Lakers. Like the Nets, again, like even though these guys think they might have a future,
that's a big
but the
part of
window
it
is
too,
closing
right,
on the Lakers more. Like I'm not saying this is LeBron's last year, but it damn well could be.
But
like,
this
I mean,
is
we don't
why
fucking know.
Even though
because this is one of those last
It's like
rides.
we don't know.
But
Tom
so no,
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's one of those
Yeah, the
last
window's
rides
closing on both teams.
No, that's true. But that's true, John. But this is also, with all them being superstar, this is a last ride for most of the Lakers. This is one of those, we're coming
This is
together.
the last
because
dance,
that's why I say they look like the Karl Malone, Gary Payton Lakers, because it's like, the window closing, we all still good players. We can come together and hopefully pull off one.
You know what the Lakers team really was? People got glimmerers by the names. You
right.
Dev, you always saying Carmelo Anthony. This Lakers team, Dwight Howard, this Lakers team was old. Like honestly, like Carmelo Anthony is not the same player. Dwight Howard is not the same player he was.
Facts.
Russell Westbrook has regressed. Like and with coming in this season, Anthony Davis been playing soft, and he's been injury prone. Like he's been out almost every month. This team was not a good team to begin with.
So Johnny,
people love to say this team was not good.
Johnny, look at the
This
camera.
team was not good.
You better hope y'all don't run into us first round. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all gonna get that broom.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. Stop it.
By
If-
us, Decap means already.
No, if it's us versus them,
I would
first
love
round,
to see that happen. I don't know if that's gonna
I
happen.
would.
though.
It's
I
not
would
gonna
love to make
happen.
a
Brooms
bet.
is not gonna. It's not
I
gonna
would
happen.
love to make a bet.
All right, let's put it on the air. Put it on the air. Put it on the
no,
air.
I'm gonna
If
wait
they
till
make that
the
bet,
season
whatever the
plays
bet is,
out.
he
Wait till
got
the
you.
season plays out.
If the seasons
It's a whole
come
bunch
out-
of what if. They don't play each
No,
other. It's pointless.
Cap,
Wait till the season.
if the seasons happen where it's the Grizzlies versus the Lakers, holla at me. Let's put some money on it. I'm with
Clip
it.
this. Clip this.
I'm saying we
Alright.
can conversate.
Yep,
I'll bring it back.
Johnny got you. If there's a bet to be made, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny will put the money up. He got you.
Now,
Or his
before we move,
facial hair.
before we move on from the Lakers, LeBron was
Jesus.
in the Twitter world trending
cares?
because when the Lakers played the Clippers, he congratulated Reggie Jackson for a game winner shot against his team. Now, he didn't play that game, but via Twitter, he congratulated Reggie Jackson for the game winner. This happened a few games ago. So everybody was saying like, Brian, how the fuck you congratulating Reggie Jackson, who plays for the Clippers, and you a Laker? How you congratulating him on a game-winning shot against your team? Where do you stand?
I didn't play.
I agree with the fans, bro. Like, are you doing that? Like, you're not supposed to do that shit.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
I agree with the fans.
That the non-sports person in me is like, damn, that's probably his man. So what? But then the sports person in me is like, nah, man,
Fuck that
him.
shit. Fuck that shit, bro.
He didn't mention his team. He didn't say like, good effort, guys. No,
No, of course not.
ain't
And
with that
guess
shit.
what? This is LeBron. That's
So
congratulations.
John,
you guys finally met him. I met him back when he made his decision.
John, you been a Laker fan. You been a recipient of the LeBron semen. How do you feel about
stop it.
LeBron congratulating Reggie Jackson on buzzer beating his own team?
I don't think that's something you're supposed to do at all. Even if that's your man, it's like that's against your team. You know what I'm
No,
trying to say?
matter of fact, no, hell no. Johnny, if Dame hit the game winner on the Lakers, after the game, LeBron gonna go over there and dap him up and be like, that was a hell of a shot.
Yeah, but he's not gonna praise him on
He
Twitter.
went on Twitter.
Yeah, different.
That's different.
Yeah, that's
What's the
different. Like
difference
being like, yo,
between
good
you being
shit.
a-
Like,
all right, so
that's
listen.
different.
You on television in front of the entire world.
Because
On
that's
Twitter,
that's
you're
good
tweeting in front of
sportsmanship.
the
No,
entire
no,
world.
bro,
Nah,
that's
it's
good
been a good
sportsmanship.
Yo,
you show love.
You know what I
like
think
good shit.
happened? You know what I think happened? I think LeBron forgot that was against his team because he wasn't paying attention.
Nah, of course he was.
I think he forgot. I think he seen the clip on like fucking, Bleacher Report or fucking Instagram. He was like, "Oh, that was filthy." And he was like, "Oh, good shit." I'm LeBron. I gotta say good shit. He's like, "Oh shit, never mind. That happened live. I was there."
Nah. I'm gonna find a clip of somebody hitting the game winner, and then the other team going there and shaking their hand.
But I'm pretty
No,
sure.
but shaking their hand and
Yeah,
tweeting are two different things.
There's the old clip when Melo hit the game winner in LeBron's face back in the Denver versus Cleveland days, and LeBron just walked off the court. He didn't even dap Melo after the game.
And they're supposedly friends.
That was years ago though, but times have changed. But
Listen,
that
I'm
clip,
pretty sure if you catch somebody congratulating them, you gotta catch them before. If they got the buzzer bit up, motherfucker probably be like fuck, and then go over like, yo, bro, good shit, like yo ho ass, Bron.
that's a lot of buzz beating sometimes.
Yeah. Now you
Sure,
good.
sure,
Hey,
good
listen,
shit.
next year I got a slot open. Definitely
that's
gonna get rid of Melo.
no, that's exactly what that be. Yo, you was busting Patrick Beverly ass.
Right,
like,
exactly.
You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
But
that's
to
a
put
little.
it on Twitter is
That's a little
fucking wild.
different. You know what I'm trying to say?
If they're not covering their mouth, you can see what they're saying. They used to do it, and then they started covering them because they.
Yeah, but it's
seen people-
different when you physically write something and then post it
I
for
don't
your
think so.
fucking 1.7
Well, you
million
have it
followers
there.
to fucking see.
And again, you don't even mention your team. You watching the game. You ain't saying nothing to
Yeah.
your team like good effort, guys, or anything.
Nigga, they
You gonna catch the
lost.
next one. No, but it's
Yeah.
still.
Nah, he's like, these
Word.
guys suck.
Team.
You don't hit him with the
DM'd
hell of
him
an
for it.
effort.
He was like, hey,
hell of
bro.
an effort. None of that.
Right.
Like,
Right,
right.
you can say-
almost hit the game winning shot. He almost
Right. You can say hell of an effort, Lakers, good shit, Reggie Jackson. Boom, done.
Yeah.
He went on there like, yo, Reggie Jackson, man, good shot.
You remind
bro.
me
Like,
of
he ain't
young
mention
me.
ain't mentioned none of his team and shit.
Fucking
That's a
dickhead,
little different.
I don't know. I'm gonna agree to disagree with y'all.
Nah,
Look,
see,
a
there it
little
is. There goes that bias.
But before we
How
move
is it
on,
biased?
How is
I
it
don't give
biased?
a fuck
That-
about
that-
them.
is not
I think
biased.
you fuck with LeBron a little. I think you fuck with LeBron a little.
It's
I
not
think you
even
like him as a
for-
person.
It's
Alright,
not
so-
hard to fuck with.
So
It is.
who
It's
did the
very
Chiefs-
easy to not fuck
Who
with
did the
him.
Chiefs just lose to?
Huh?
Who did Chiefs just lose to?
Yo, why you keep fucking changing sports, man? Bengals.
Because I'm talking about
Alright,
something.
Bengals.
the Bengals.
Bengals.
So when Joe Burrow did what he did at the end of the game, we didn't see Pat Mahomes go over there and congratulate him
Nigga, that's
That's good
different. Pat Mahomes
sportsmanship.
didn't go on TikTok and be like, yo,
because he
crazy
didn't
fucking game
have
by
to.
Burrow.
He was,
Hey,
he
yo,
was
Tyreek, you
there.
should have caught that
No,
fucking ball. You
God,
trash.
again,
Like,
Cap,
it's different.
it's a different example. Okay, say Pat was hurt and Joe Burrow bust the Chiefs' ass. Before Pat Mahomes acknowledges his team, he goes, yo, good game, Joe Burrow.
On
Motherfuckers
social
gonna be-
media.
On social media, motherfuckers will be like, bro, you ain't mention your team. You ain't say hell of an effort, guys. Like next year we got them. Like
Yo.
you ain't saying none of that.
I'm almost positive that they was like, Jamar Chase had a crazy game or something. Like they would have went on.
Yo, but
Twitter and
Decap,
wrote
the
something
point
like
that you're missing is that he went to the fucking internet with it.
okay.
Like saying
but,
some shit face to face is different. Like that's respect. That's
All right,
sportsmanship.
so-
Everybody
so
daps
boom.
each other up after
So,
a
Eddie,
game.
after
They
the
switch
game-
jerseys.
after the game and they do those
Mhm.
press conferences, how many
Yeah.
people you think watch them press conferences?
Not
the same
everybody.
amount of people that's gonna see that on Twitter.
I don't know, man. It's a little different. Nah. Nobody
being
watches
on
press
social
conferences because no
media,
one cares.
It being on
Yeah, I'm
social
telling you,
media
more
and
people.
national television.
I think more people gear towards the internet. All right, ready? I got a better one for you. When you come home and you turn on the TV, what do you turn on? Your cable box, or you turn on your Fire Sticks or your Netflix or your Amazon Video or any of that shit? What do you turn
I
on?
don't get it.
I don't
Exactly,
get
what's
the
that? I'm going
thing.
straight
What
to
No,
they
no,
the-
but I'm
got to
saying
it.
no, time out. That's the internet. I'm
Let
saying
answer
all
that
that shit is
point.
fucking that shit is back burner stuff. The press conference stuff is nonsense. People really follow people's stories, their fucking
Hey,
Instagram
Ed,
posts, all that,
Ed,
and then other
Ed,
people.
where's this being
retweet
posted
it.
at? Where is this going to be posted at?
On
On
this,
YouTube.
on the
This
internet,
is going to be on YouTube.
on the internet,
Then
which is
same-
in a streaming app on the internet.
We all see the viral clips on YouTube.
Yeah,
of
exactly, on the
people
internet,
talking.
on the
Right,
internet.
but what you saying is you're saying my point. It's on national television and then it's gonna be on YouTube. The
Yeah,
press
but nobody's
conference.
watching the national television part of it. Everyone's watching the internet part of it.
But it's still
blows
going
up.
to be on
But
YouTube.
no, what Ed is saying in regards to reach. So you do a press conference. Most motherfuckers will go on Twitter or social media to see what a person gonna write versus waiting to watch their press conference. More people are gonna reach you on your
Dev,
social media
Dev,
than
I'm
they
only
are.
here.
Exactly.
I'm only here because I don't want to be fined.
Yeah,
Where was
that
that
was
done at?
okay, but that was a
On the
different
press
time.
conference,
Though.
that's-
That was
but
a
that's-
different time. That was also a different time before
And
the
also,
internet had the stronghold that it
again,
had now.
But again, that's one press conference though. Like the fact that Marshawn did what he did, that's one. That's an anomaly.
Dev, hold on. I'm ordering McDonald's real quick.
You're
Great
doing it on the
viral
internet.
moment. But
And
most
that's
of-
my
but-
point.
But,
If he
people
did
didn't
it
see it
on
on the
Twitter
press
or if he
conference
did it
though.
in the-
They saw it
after a
on,
game,
on
it's
social
gonna
media.
go. It's gonna
Yeah,
go
but
viral.
Decap, oh, you're talking about a time where people still actually watch cable and still watch daytime TV and didn't get all their information. Like again, we
Yo,
lived in
I
that world.
just said
we
where
two
agree to disagree,
examples from
guys?
last week.
But I'm telling, bro, I'm listening. There are people that listen to podcasts more than they watch the news. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a different time now, especially
we
during lockdown.
we
No
can
one cared.
agree-
No,
we can
nobody
agree-
wanted to stay home
Agreed.
and watch TV.
We can agree to disagree.
Again, I
don't
watch
know, man.
I Am Athlete more than I watch First Take or
Facts. I don't watch ESPN at all.
any of the shit on ESPN.
You know why? But you know why, Dev? Because you
Because-
can go on YouTube whenever you want and press play.
100%.
And because I don't give a
internet.
fuck what the people, the
Yeah, who
newscasters
cares what
got
they
to
want to
say.
say? Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly, but that's exactly what I'm saying. No matter if it was said on Twitter, if it was said after the game,
I don't
it's a
know.
viral moment.
yeah, but I think it's viewed differently versus because again, in a press conference, that's still set. That's in the realm of the game. It's looked at as like you've been a good sport.
If
And-
D'Angelo Russell would have tweeted this out, we wouldn't be talking about this.
Yeah, because he's not LeBron James.
And that is the whole point that I am making.
Okay, but let's look at LeBron's followers versus D'Angelo Russell's followers.
But see,
It's
the
a
thing is,
significant
LeBron.
difference.
But LeBron knows his power. He knows his reach. So for him to be LeBron James, LeBron is far from a dummy. So Brian knows what he says, how it's going to reach people. So you gave the example of D'Angelo. We know D'Angelo reach ain't as valid or as accepted as LeBron's or admired or loved. Everything Brian says, people hang on it.
I guarantee you, there has been players that has congratulated another player or team after their team lost. And the only reason why we ain't talking about it is because it wasn't LeBron James. That's
I don't
my
think
entire point.
anyone's dumb enough to do that, but
You said
we can
who?
agree to disagree.
You don't think who was dumb enough?
I don't think anyone's dumb enough to put that on their fucking actual Twitter bio where they don't mention their team at all. They don't mention the effort that their team put up, and they congratulate one specific player on the other team for beating their team. I don't think that's ever happened. That's way too specific.
We have heard everybody who played in Jordan's era, everybody who has played in Kobe's era, say, "Yo, Kobe bust my ass. Jordan bust my ass."
Yeah, after the fact, way after the fact.
Okay, but it's still they gave them the credit.
Son, it was in real time. He was like, "Good shit, Lakers, y'all suck." Basically, hey fans, suck my dick.
Larry Bird said that was Jesus in basketball shoes after that.
After the fact, though.
Jesus.
After the fact.
It's after the game. It's the same.
Immediately.
He's wearing basketball shoes.
All right.
We're gonna move on.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree, guys. Come on.
Okay, Drew, why you screaming? But last up in the NBA, All-Star Reserves was announced again. Team LeBron versus Team KD. KD won't be playing, so nor is Draymond. So my nigga LaMelo is now All-Star Reserve. Also, buddy from the Spurs, Murray. Yeah, Dejounte Murray is taking the place of Draymond in the West. So here is all the All-Star Reserves right here. Anybody snubbed? Anybody you guys think was snubbed? I'll just run down the list for the East. Well, the pool. I'm just go through all the players. So you got Giannis, Steph, DeMar, Joel Embiid, the Joker, Ja, Andrew Wiggins, Trae Young, Devin Booker, Jimmy Butler, Luka, Darius Garland, Rudy Gobert, Draymond being replaced by Murray, James Harden, Zach LaVine, Chris Middleton, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns, and Fred VanVleet.
I'm happy.
So KD won't be there. LaMelo's taking his spot, and Draymond won't be there. Murray taking his spot. But anybody that deserved to be there that was missed, that you guys think off the cuff, anybody you could think of that should have been there? Yes, no, maybe so, none.
I think they got the All-Stars correct this year.
But did you say Chris Paul?
Yeah, Chris Paul's there.
Okay, that was the only person I was thinking. I didn't know Chris Paul made it.
For the most part, a lot of these teams have been playing bad. Some teams have players excelling, but for the most part,
a lot of injuries
about
as
Anthony
well.
Edwards? He made it?
No,
he did not. Anthony
That's
Edwards did not. Who would you replace on the West for Anthony Edwards?
Who was the West forward?
So you got Donovan Mitchell, you got Ja, you got Andrew Wiggins, Devin Booker. He can't replace nobody.
It's close then. Yeah, it's close. I mean, I don't like Andrew Wiggins personally, but whatever.
It's just the success Golden State Warriors have had helped boost it. He's been playing as the second best player on the really good
Andrew buddy from the Wolves. He's backcourt or is he front court?
Edwards, I think it's a 2. He plays 3? I thought he played the 2.
Plays both. But I'm just
I'm saying what's that?
When I hear All-Star, I think of the best people in the NBA right now.
Yeah, but see now they do the 2. They do the 3 back. Yeah, the 3 back court.
3 front courts and 2 back courts.
Right. So if you don't fit,
can't replace nobody.
Yeah, he can't really.
I just to me his name is bigger right now in my opinion. And he's
been balling, and that's why I'm saying my guy Melo wasn't in there. But he's in there now.
Wait. what spot is the Timberwolves? Because the spot also got
T-Wolves are number 7 in the West.
well, yeah,
But
that
he always got Towns that made the All-Star game.
Yeah, Towns made it.
yeah. So Edwards don't really like, just like you said, you can't beat nobody out, and you can't beat nobody out that already made it in the West. So that's what it is.
All right, that's the end of the NBA. Before we move on to the NFL, Kev, you got any Olympic news, any other shit going on in sports, MLB?
Yeah, talk to me about curling.
Olympics is light right now. I'm extremely disappointed in our country as a whole.
Yo, we suck, huh?
USA in
No
the
gold.
Olympics, we have 0 gold medals.
That's
But we
fire,
cooked the
dude.
samos though.
Cooking the summer, boy, tell you.
Yeah,
but
we'll see you in the
we
summer,
got
yo.
0 gold medals for the Olympics right now. We have 4 silver medals. I wrote down one name that I wanted to shout out.
Because the winter is for non-athletic games. Like, ain't real athleticism in the winter.
Don't do that.
Nah,
Come
definitely
on,
don't do that.
skiing is pretty
Yeah,
athletic.
you got
I
to
just-
We're not
Skiing
co-signing
and
that
snowboarding
for
is
another
athletic.
Listen,
podcast.
look,
This is
don't
not
kill me.
Devin's
Snowboarding is
Talk about
athletic.
segment.
some ice skates,
Don't
cut.
kill
This is
me.
not
Listen,
Devin's
I'm just-
segment.
Come
This
on,
is
Dev.
Kevin's
Nah.
segment.
Hold on. I'm just saying, quick comparison. In the
Now
summer,
hold
we
on.
got-
Throw him on the
we got-
bench. Throw
So-
Dev on the bench.
Yeah,
and
throw
make
them on the
no.
bench. Yeah,
Throw
yeah,
yourself
yeah,
on the
yeah,
bench.
on the
Okay,
bench, son.
Throw yourself
Okay,
on the
throw me
bench.
I'm with that.
What I'm saying is, in the summer, you have the more predominant
Yeah, real
games in
sports.
sports, and versus the winter games. Like people
You're-
go see the track and the b-ball and all the swimming
you're-
and all that
You're
shit. So
trying
that's
to
what I'm saying.
lose a
I'm just
base,
okay.
a
I'm
followers
sorry,
for
I'm
us.
sorry.
What the
I love
fuck?
y'all. Went
Shut
to
up.
y'all got to go, Kev. You got it.
Hold on. Before
I'm about to
before
mute
you move
myself.
forward, Dev. Kev, is Russia leading with the most gold Olympics?
No, Sweden is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was
It
about to
snows
say
in
that it's all them
Sweden?
Scandinavian countries. It's your
I
Sweden, your
guess.
Finland.
Not Sweden. Like, okay, look, this is what it is at the top. I'll do the top 3 so y'all got it. Sweden has 4 gold medals, 1
Uh-huh.
silver, 1 bronze, total of 6.
Uh-huh.
The Netherlands has 3 gold,
Another
3
Scandinavian
silver, 1
country.
bronze, total of 7. China has 3 golds, and they're tied with 2 other countries for 3 gold medals. But China has 2 silver, 0 bronze, 5 total. So
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I thought it was gonna be countries where it's always snowing, like Russia. That's
That's what I was gonna
Well,
say. Yeah,
yeah.
them Scandinavians.
yeah, so Russia, honestly, out of everybody, in your theory, Cap, is right. Russia has the most medals overall.
But
okay.
they're not Russia, right? They're the Republic of whatever.
They're
They
they're
can't
the
be-
Russian Olympic Committee because
Right.
Russia had a scandal 3-4
Doing them
years ago where
steroids.
everybody across every sport was juicing. So they found a loophole in the Olympic rules to still have their country represented.
Yeah, but they can't flag. They can't flag Russia.
They can't fly the Russian flag, so they found a
Yeah, that's
loophole where
fire.
they just created a Russian Olympic Committee
Yeah,
flag.
eat a
Whatever.
dick.
Hold on,
dude.
Kev.
Suck.
Who was you gonna say you was gonna shout out with the silver medal? The girl from Carmel?
No, there's a you
We
got
gotta
a
go
girl
from
from
Carmel.
Carmel that you saw that made it.
They were
I'm
talking
back.
about it at
I
my
bench myself. So
Go ahead, you got what you said.
they were talking about it at my job. Some girl whose grandmother was somebody important from
how many
around-
black athletes in the Winter Olympics?
I mean, I could
Wow,
look
this is
into that,
making
Cap. I could definitely look into that, Cap, and give her flowers, but I didn't see anything. I've been watching the Olympics a lot, so out of what I seen, what sport does she play?
The hell if I know. I just
I'm
do
out
it
of
like,
it.
hey, some
I'm
The
out of
girls
it.
one
in
girl
my-
that I shouted out, that I want to shout out, Julia
Professional snowball
Marino.
team.
Julia Marino, she was doing a snowboarding slope style, and it looked like she was gonna win gold, but she won by a few hundredths of a meter or seconds, and she got silver for the USA. But she's from Westport, Connecticut. So shout out to her. The other team right now, women's hockey team, killing it in the preliminaries until they bumped into Canada yesterday. Canada didn't blow them out, but Canada beat them like by 2 points.
Did Sean White get a gold medal?
Yo,
That
Sean
nigga's
White
long
stuff.
gone.
I got you. Sean White stuff is not coming up yet. But Canada won, not Canada, USA hockey women's hockey team won their first game against Finland 5-2. They beat Russia the next day 5-0. They smoked Switzerland 8-0. And they met Canada yesterday. They lost 4-2. Still preliminary rounds, but they play I guess this is fucking Czechia or whatever in the quarterfinals, which will be tomorrow. Or no, it'll be 11:10 p.m. on the 10th for us to watch if niggas want to watch it or any of our followers.
Nah, I ain't gonna watch it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna watch that.
But the last things that most Americans are hyped for, those of us that even don't care that much, is gonna be kind of like the quarter pipe stuff. So we got to see Chloe Kim win a gold medal back in 2017. I'm sure you guys remember that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So right now she's first
ain't gonna
place
lie, I
after
like
the
that.
qualifiers that's coming down. So Dicap asked about Shaun White's status right now. Obviously, he's one of the most decorated gold medalists for USA. And what he primarily does is the quarter pipe, which Chloe Kim, young girl, I forget where she's from. This is
The
our
quarter
second.
pipe is the one where they just do this.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we used to seeing for like snowboarding. They just do like the
Side to side, do tricks and shit.
Yeah.
So
That's
Chloe
all, yeah.
Kim, right now, out of 12, she just dominated and was in number one spot out of 12 players that's going on to now start the quarterfinals and the elimination process. Shaun White's game tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are filming Thursday. So Friday morning at 12:30, the men's qualifying round. Shaun White just needs to qualify in the top 12 to advance. So he'll be doing probably his quarterfinals, semifinals, and gold medal match before we air again, guys. So that's all I got right now for the Olympics. But what everybody's waiting for, I'm waiting for Shaun White, old ass, to get out there and just dominate.
To give it a buck, that whole segment, only person that I cared about that you mentioned was Shaun White.
Yo, we gotta show
it's the
love,
Winter
man,
Olympics.
especially to the local people. If you find me the Carmel person, because I feel like I would have
So I
recognized that.
I actually Googled it. There's 9 athletes from New York. Not a single one of them are from Carmel. So the 9 athletes to make it.
Are they from
to
Mount
the winter-
Kisco?
No. So there was somebody from the Hudson Valley, but he's from hold on, I actually had it. He is from 2 seconds.
All I know
I'm going
is
back.
Julia
He is
Marino. I was
from
rooting for
Slate
you,
Hill,
girl.
New York. But
Slate
hold
Hill?
on. Slate
Yeah,
Hill.
Slate
which is in the-
Hill?
Slate Hill.
Slate.
Slate.
Okay, where the fuck is that?
No fucking clue, man.
I'm
Listen, New
from the
York is a
Hudson
big
Valley. I never heard of that.
New York is it's a big
You know what I did hear of? Any POCs in the Winter Olympics. That's what I didn't hear.
definitely
Slate
not
Hill?
probably. So real quick, hold on, I'll just mention who they are. Christopher Lanes, who is a freestyle skier. He's from Rochester. Emily Sweeney is from Lake Placid. Jonathan Goffinson is from Mendocino, New York.
Did they have a movie about Lake Placid with the alligator and shit?
Yeah.
But I think that's a different Lake Placid.
Definitely a different Lake Placid.
Haley Scamara is from Gainesville, New York. Caitlin, oh, that's a fire ass name. Hawaki, they almost look like Hawkeye. Is from East Aurora, which is up like near Binghamton. That's the only one area that I know. Hunter Church is from Cadville, New York.
Yeah. Sounds about
Trisha
right.
Megan is from Buffalo. Surprise.
So,
Go ahead. Sean Huntler is also from Lake Placid. And then the kid that is from Slate Hill, it says Hudson Valley's own Nick Alvarez. I'm going to butcher his name, who's a Harvard graduate and was also drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs at 22. Was also.
That's dope.
And just overall, to conclude the Olympic, section of this segment, because we're trying to keep and look out for everybody. Brianna Decker, we just want to wish you a speedy recovery. She is one of the captains for the USA women's hockey team that broke her leg in their opening game.
Oh,
So,
damn.
quick recovery.
Good luck to all the athletes performing in the Winter Olympics, especially the people repping New York and the 1 or 2 POCs that might be there. We're going to move on to the NFL, and we'll start with the biggest news in the NFL. They once was the Redskins.
Yes.
Then at one
And that's
point,
why we have Decap on.
they were a
That's
football
what
team.
I was gonna ask. Did y'all cover this already? Because that kind of
No.
was announced.
That was announced on the
After
second
after the
after we
that.
recorded. Yeah. So
So damn, I would have ranted, but I didn't know y'all didn't
So-
talk about it.
You have
Nah,
your, hey,
Oh,
here's,
this is
here's
your
Yeah,
your
you got your
space.
time right
Your
here.
space to rant. The Washington football
had
team
another-
is now the
All right,
Washington Commanders. Cap, how
Alright,
you feel
so-
about the name?
so listen. For one,
Commanders.
I got a
Jersey's
rant.
fire. Name is trash.
So
Nah, the
listen, I
jerseys
got a
are fire.
rant. I got a rant that it don't got nothing to do with the Washington Commanders, but I'ma still rep my team. So I fuck with the team for the options we had. The dude that took all the names
And copyrighted them
and
shits.
copyrighted them or patented them, whatever you want to call it.
that guy's an
His
asshole.
fault.
That was some bullshit. Cause there was some fire names that was available, but that we couldn't get. And then I did see the
They
only
could have
name.
brought it.
No, did you see how much he was asking for?
They got it.
How much?
Nah.
Nah,
He could
was
have bought
gonna-
him a
he was gonna
team.
Put Dan Snyder out of fucking.
Yeah, he
business.
could've
How
bought-
much he was asking for?
He was wilding. Like he could have bought a football team with the names.
Nah, he's
Yeah.
bugging. He should have
Nah,
just
I
been
mean,
like
but yeah, dude, fuck it.
10. Nah. What do you
What
mean?
did that
fuck
cost
it? Now
him?
he don't
Think
got
about
no
it. What did
money.
that cost him? But
He
what
don't
did that
got no
cost him?
money. It didn't cost him shit.
That's
Now he
what
don't
I'm
got
saying.
no money. He could have been like, yo, 5 mil, any of these. They'd have paid
All right,
that.
so you think Dan Snyder gonna waste the money when he could just pick a different team name? No.
Yeah,
No,
The
I
only
agree
name,
with you, but he'd have paid 5 mil for a name he really wanted.
listen, the
Well-
only name that I would have took other than the Commanders was
I
the
already
Red
know this.
Wolves.
Werewolves, yeah, I know it.
But they said they couldn't do it because of the red in it was still
Associated with the
associated
Skins,
Right,
with the
with the
nailed to the
Redskins.
Redskins.
Right.
So they was like
Yeah.
it was a conflict.
Right,
But the
right.
Commanders is not a bad name. It's gonna be
It's
one of
not
them
bad.
names. Everybody's laughing. Everybody was laughing when it was Washington football team. But after like
I like the
week
football team.
7,
Yeah.
you started saying
Yeah.
Washington football team.
Yeah,
and it
nobody
just said
cared.
regular.
Bro, ain't nobody gonna say the fucking Commanders. We just
Nah,
gonna say
Washington
we gonna say
football-
Washington.
And that's what I was about to say too. The shit gonna become a nickname. They're gonna have something else other than
Nah, we're gonna be saying
Commanders-
Commanders. Gotta give it some
Commanders
time.
sound like one of those made up Madden teams. When you create your Madden team and they have the list of names, Commanders, I'm pretty sure is one of those fucking names. Where it's
okay,
like
you
one
know
of
what
those,
And
other
again,
team?
I-
You know
but
what?
Dev-
Hold on. You know what
Go
other
ahead,
team
go.
that sounds very familiar with?
What's
The
that?
Pelicans. When
Yeah,
everybody
true.
said
Yeah,
this
that's
name was
some
gonna be the Pelicans,
that's a trash ass name
Yeah,
too.
everybody was
so
like,
It
you
was a
said
funny
fucking
name, but
Pelicans.
it's regular now. It's nothing crazy.
regular.
Right.
It's gonna be
Pelican.
the same. The only thing they have to do, they have to
Win
market
football
the
games?
fuck out of this. No, we're gonna win football games. Trust me.
Yeah,
You see
I mean,
who we play against?
when it kills everything. So.
that's what I'm saying. They win some football games. No,
No,
God, I'm
no,
Jersey.
quick question. Yeah, quick question.
Fire.
The team in the replacements, their name was the Washington Sentinels, right?
Sentinels,
Sentinels,
right? Yeah.
So they should have did that. And
All
That's
right,
too
but-
close.
don't think
though.
that
That's-
Miramax
yeah.
or fucking like Paramount Productions was like, suck my dick,
No,
give me
listen.
fucking
And Sentinels,
8.9 mil.
Sentinels is close to like the Native American shit too, so they
And-
probably wouldn't
and-
go let them
and-
rock with that.
And I like it with the Commanders because of Ron Rivera background. I really feel like we're gonna get Russell Wilson as our quarterback. I know
Oh,
everybody.
that would be so fire.
and,
Oh, I hate
That would be-
I think it's corny.
Ooh.
and they're
Yo,
gonna
Ed, you're foaming with jizz out the mouth right now.
That'd be, yeah, because I just
listen.
don't want it to go to you. That's all.
and they're gonna use that shit like the Washington Commanders. They're gonna do something. In my opinion, if I could get a job somehow with y'all want to hire me. Every game I would have a military.
I wish I could find a clip because it was some fans trying to create a chant.
No,
for
that
the
was trash.
Commanders.
That was
Right,
trash.
you saw
yeah.
that, right?
That was trash,
are-
man.
and
I
I'm
saw
mad
that. I saw that
Look,
clip.
look,
But-
That
but I
shit was
told-
horrible.
Yeah, but I told Johnny, I said, Johnny was like, oh, this is supposed to be the new channel. I'm like, no, that was some random thing.
Yeah, that was some fans trying to create
Trying to get-
something.
Nah, bro, they bet money. They got people working on that shit right now.
Oh, of
No,
course. Of
and
And
course.
that's what I'm
somebody.
saying. They're gonna flip this whole shit around where Commanders is
We
gonna
are
be.
commanders.
Listen, they're gonna have a military salute.
Outta
You know,
here.
they do the shit with
White
the
people are gonna
planes.
fucking love
Exactly.
this. Dude. Guys
Oh,
that didn't
yeah.
support
This
Kaepernick
is-
are gonna love this.
This
dude.
is exactly.
I mean,
what I'm
it
saying.
is Washington, so it, like
And that-
you're gonna
and
have
this
all
is-
the
Yo, Ed, you
all the
reading
Make
what
America.
you reading
yeah,
what
Oh,
all
I'm
the
I'm
picking
Make
it up. Oh, I'm
America
picking it
Great
up.
Again.
This bad actually.
This shit
Like,
is
now that you
gonna
think
be
about it.
so patriotic.
And Russell Wilson is like, and again, I don't want to like get his
Patriotic
hopes
or
up,
racist?
but he is the perfect candidate to be
No.
that like fucking
P-
Uncle
exa-
Tom fucking,
ex-
yeah, man,
ex-
I fucking unlimitedly fucking support our troops, dude.
Yo, that's
F
exactly.
word.
Listen, they're gonna market the fuck out of this, and then you know what's gonna happen? Nobody's gonna talk about when Dan Snyder was raping people inside.
Hell yeah, taking
I wonder
bitches
if-
passports.
He's in court right now.
Listen, all that. Listen,
The
all
young
that's about
lady
to
just
be-
had her testimony in regards to her altercations with Dan Snyder.
and Dad,
And
you don't hold on. You don't think they had that court date scheduled months ago?
oh, of course,
And they just
of course.
happened, and they just happened
Yeah,
to
they-
name the team the
Of
Commanders.
course,
the
they try to
same
to
exact
keep.
week.
Yeah, of course, of
Yo,
course,
come on, man.
of
Listen,
course.
this is all strategic, man. It's all strategic.
Well-
and like you said, the jerseys fired, all black jerseys is hard.
Yeah,
That's one of
they
the
are.
hardest jerseys I've seen. And we're gonna cook. We
Mr.
not
Unlimited.
we gonna be good.
I
Let us
picture
get
this
Russell
dude in a
Wilson.
jersey too.
And Ryan Clark said that Russell Wilson wasn't a what he say? He wasn't a legacy. He doesn't have a legacy. He's not a good quarterback.
He said that he's not in a.
I agree.
He's not in the same level of the top tier QBs. He's a QB that might win you games. Well, he's a QB that can sustain games, but he's not a QB that's going to take you over and really
top.
like can.
I would love to hear
compete.
Ryan Clark's. I would love to hear Ryan Clark's opinion of Eli Manning.
Russell Wilson is not that type of quarterback.
Why do they always gotta bring up my guy? Like, my
listen,
guy has
listen,
nothing to do with
Listen, I just hate. I
Did he
just
just
hate-
win Super Bowl?
I just hate when we got certain people that cook for us, and it's people that's average for other people, and they still
Right.
give them credit over us. That's my point.
Well,
I-
at the end of the
you
day,
agree.
Ryan Clark can play for my team, so you can leave my quarterback.
Okay, but
out
you can agree that Russell Wilson is a better quarterback than him.
Then who?
Eli. Oh man.
Russell Wilson is a better quarterback than Eli.
Oh my God.
That's a we're
Yo,
gonna
Kev, keep
Russell
it 100.
Wilson is a better quarterback than Eli.
Kev, keep it 100.
Look, you can't
Russell
talk to
Wilson.
these niggas because
Kev.
again.
Russell Wilson is a better
So look,
quarterback
this
than
is,
okay,
this
my-
is the issue. This
my
is the issue.
non-
The eye test will tell you.
My non-biased,
Again,
my
Go ahead, Ken.
non-biased
Go ahead.
opinion.
Mhm.
Overall, physical attributes.
Exactly.
Yes,
Right.
definitely. As far as okay, and then this is my biased opinion. It's not that bad. As far as until Russ gets himself another ring,
Hold on. Eli got how many rings?
two.
Two.
How many should Russell have if they gave the ball to Marshawn Lynch?
You said should.
Yo, we can't be playing this
Who's-
shit. Okay, how
whose
many
decision-
Super Bowls where the
whose
Giants have
decision-
won?
Whose decision was it to make Russell Wilson throw the ball?
At the end of the day,
I hear what you're saying.
Yo,
quarterback
But
could have
I
ordered
have
out.
no reason to not believe that Eli would have been like, fuck.
You're out of
it.
your fucking mind.
I'm gonna
bro.
run the
That-
ball.
No. You guys are out of your fucking mind. Russell's arm talent, his fucking versatility inside and outside the fucking pocket.
That's
No,
all
I
we
don't like him.
agree.
He's fucking corny. He is
That's-
a better, more athletic quarterback than
And-
fucking
see,
I
Eli.
agree.
Okay, Eli's got
and-
2
No,
championships. Who
Kev
gives a fuck?
agreed.
Like, who
And that's
All right,
all
you
I'm talking
missed
about.
it.
So-
Relax.
so-
Relax, Ed.
No,
No, I
Ed,
heard John.
John-
I heard John.
You
Before
heard
I
me
left.
say what? I didn't even say
John,
anything.
no, John is saying.
Yeah, I didn't say
John-
anything.
John just laughed. John,
No,
I
John's
made a face.
silence.
I made a
No,
face. That's all I
John's
said.
silence. John's silence is loud enough. The thing
I
is
agree,
exactly what Cam
100%.
said. On the eye test, with all his attributes and ability,
Shit.
he's definitely a better quarterback than Eli. Eli just was clutch in clutch moments with a
I-
crazy
And
defense.
I'll
Russell
put it
Wilson
like
has been
this.
clutch too.
Crazy
I'll put
defense.
I fucking hate this
Wait,
guy.
no,
defense
look.
was better. Quick question: what defense was better, that Giants defense or that Seahawks defense?
That Giants defense, 100%.
That Giants defense.
That Giants
Oh,
defense.
now
100%.
y'all tripping. Now y'all
No,
tripping.
I'm not
Giants
tripping.
have-
But
Giants
they had the
have-
Legion of Boom. Who gives a
No.
fuck?
Legion of Boom
No.
is a great defense, but it was
Yeah,
marketed
but that's a
great.
secondary. That's a
but again,
secondary.
It was marketed great. The Giants front four at that
It's
time was
unstoppable.
one of the,
It's a
was
wild.
And their
the most
secondary was
dominant.
unstoppable.
It's the front versus the back end. Both were dominant, and the other side was mediocre. It's a wash. The defense is a wash. Can we agree on that, Johnny?
I don't know if I can agree on that. Just
No,
because
I want to
I
say
think-
Wash. I think you guys had better corners.
I don't
Who is it?
even
What's
like
his
these
name?
niggas.
Randall?
Tuck. What are you
Randall?
talking about? What are
Who,
we
No,
talking
Kev,
about?
who is? I know you know
a
that
more
team.
a more
Who's the-
dominant defensive line makes the secondary better.
All right,
the
come on. Now we
second-
talking bullshit. Can we move on? Because listen, you
Man.
about to make a point that okay, and if you can't throw the fucking ball on the Legion of Boom, it's the same thing. It's just the front end versus the back end. It's the same shit. Is it not?
All right, we'll call it a wash. I
It's a
can
wash.
agree with that.
All I'm
But I
saying, the
just
Legion of Boom
personally-
Legion of Boom was a great defense, but they were marketed well. Where the Giants, they just didn't have a cool
They got
name.
the numbers behind them too. They have numbers behind them as well. If you compare rankings, it's not going to be a comparison.
What you mean by rankings?
Hold
What you
on,
mean? No,
hold on, everybody.
explain it,
Hold on.
What?
Drew, who was in
What?
the Legion of Boom?
Huh?
But you don't know
Who was in the
anybody.
Legion of
though.
Boom?
That's not a good question.
But I bet you he knows.
I do know who was the Legion Boom, so shut
was it?
up.
Who was
Cam
it?
Chancellor, you
guess.
got Richard Sherman, you got fucking Malcolm, you got Malcolm.
Wasn't Malcolm? Wasn't a Malcolm?
Butler?
No,
X,
Malcolm Butler.
Nigga, who am I
All right, now
thinking
hold
of
on.
that was Malcolm?
Malcolm Butler. For the other
Malcolm
team.
Butler
He
was
played for the
not.
Oh,
a
no,
part of the
no,
Legion of
no.
Yeah,
Boom.
no, I knew where he was. I knew what he was thinking.
Yeah,
Yo,
he
I
was
look mad
thinking
short.
Brandon Browner, or however you say his last name.
Yeah, it's Brandon Browner. It is Brandon
But
Browner.
Drew, do you know
What
who's
up?
on that defensive line for the Giants?
You got Tuck, you got Strahan, you got JPP, you got
Omi or Umi, what else fuck his name?
Matthias
or-
Kiwanuka.
I forgot that
OC
nigga name
Umanura.
because
Matthias Kiwanuka.
And remember, Drew started watching football in like 2014.
Four.
But we
Mm.
just got
So
to
listen.
disregard the fact that Decap named 3 of those 4 players.
He wasn't
Earl
listening.
Thomas was the other one.
He said JPP. I never mentioned JPP.
All right, you got one name right, but you named the
And he
other
didn't
3
know
guys.
OC. And he didn't
That's
know
my
OC.
point.
Everybody in the world knows
Nigga.
Drew
Drew don't be
Ow.
listening. You know Drew don't be listening. Drew be in
Listen.
another world and shit.
Yo, all right.
You
either
can say-
way,
Corey Webster was the
Again,
he was on the 2011.
On the episode, we said Drew's backup quarterback
Yeah.
right in front of him. Remember, we said Drew's backup quarterback in front of him, and he didn't know it. So
Yeah, we're
Drew's
nigga.
not the person that's going to recall anything you
Nigga.
say well.
That was
So,
8 episodes.
so John, that's not a good excuse. You know, Drew's recall
All right.
ain't that good. But we're gonna move on from that.
hold on. So
Go
we
ahead.
talking about Washington, right?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Washington football team.
So I don't know what the next topic is, but can I go on my rant about football?
Go on your
Yeah,
rant,
yeah,
man.
before you go on your rant, the Giants had their defensive coordinator.
yeah. No, I was gonna go through all the hirings, John. We could do that after.
And that's what I was gonna go to
This is
next.
big
is
ass
the
fucking-
Irish.
Oh, my
And
bad,
this-
my
and
bad, my bad.
This is
My
and this is what my rant
Selfish.
is about. It's perfect.
Yeah,
And
like
this
Cap
is my
gets
rant
ran
is about.
off.
So we I don't know what y'all talked about last week, but did y'all talk about Brian Flores being fired?
Of course.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Cover that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So my whole rant is you fired a one black coach that actually had a good year,
Yeah.
and then you give the only new job to a black coach, the fucking Houston Texans.
Well, there's technically another black coach that was hired.
No, he's not. The whole mix shit. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, he's
Listen.
he red bone.
That's logic.
I don't wanna hear
A lot of,
Logic.
I mean, his daddy's
Listen,
black.
I don't want to hear it. If we gonna say that, then we gonna say Robert Saleh is black.
It's
Robert
still-
Saleh is Muslim.
But again,
he's a person of
But
color.
that's my point.
But
Yeah.
Cap, that's how they do the one
But
drop
that's how
for
they do
color
shit.
people. Like
Yeah,
Hey, listen.
I'm gonna get a job over you.
Hold on,
Like, period.
hold on.
Like that's just how they work.
You gave the one job to a black coach. The
Gave it to
Houston
Lovey.
Texans.
Yeah, they set them
job.
up for failure. Are you new to this?
No, but that's my whole point.
But, like, are you like this
Yo.
is
They do say
doing
much
this forever.
Who's the Houston Texans quarterback gonna be?
Davis Mills Mafia, yo. I'm telling you, I think Davis Mills is gonna be nice.
Who's the
Not gonna
running
lie.
back?
I think he's gonna be nice.
Who's their
Oh,
wide receiver?
Who knows?
David
Yo.
Johnson.
Yo, listen. The Texans is not they're gonna lose the first 6 games of the year. He's gonna be fired. I promise. Listen,
Yeah.
he gonna be gone. He's gonna
I hope not.
I give
I
it
hope
6. Listen, I give it 6 weeks.
Now I think for the pressures of this lawsuit, I think they're gonna hang on to him.
Hell
Listen,
yeah. Look what
listen.
Marvin Lewis did to the Bengals for fucking ever. I don't know
Listen,
what he
perfect.
had.
Perfect. I'm glad you brought up Marvin Lewis because
I know I did
I
it
know
on
Dev.
purpose.
I know Dev watched what's the spinoff show? The Pivot.
Yeah,
The
Pivot.
Pivot.
That's yeah.
You seen
With
your man's with
Hugh
Hugh
Jackson?
Jackson on it, right?
Yeah.
He said, "Why do we always have to get the worst job and prove ourselves? Like
Right.
if Lovie Smith was to somehow have a winning record, everybody's gonna be like, yo, he started with the Houston Texans, and he gonna have no accolades for it. Like you literally started him in last. And if he doesn't do anything, he's gonna be fired. If he does the best job possible, nobody's gonna give a fuck about it.
I forgot who was it. Was Hugh
No,
said it, right?
what
Was
he
Hugh Jackson?
does. No, what happens
What about
is
Hugh Jackson?
I'm saying they're like other coaches have come out and said this. Like Herm
Hugh
Edwards has said
Jackson's
it.
the most recent one. Hugh
Yeah,
Jackson.
but Herm
At the
Edwards
end
has
of the
said
day,
it.
the bottom line is they're putting black or colored coaches. We'll just focus on black right now.
situations.
They're putting them in situations where if they are offering them $100K or something like that to lose, what is the bottom line? The bottom line is lose these games. If we get a better draft pick, I have more warrant to get rid of you at the end of the year. And you're not going to be.
No, you're confusing what my point is. I get what you're saying, Kevin. I hear what you're saying. But we're not talking about them trying to pay them to lose games. I'm just talking about you literally started him on a team that we all know is going to be the last team next year.
Right. And then the only exception to that would be Kev's doppelganger.
No, overall, that was just an example. But yeah, they're putting them in lose-lose situations. So at the end of the day, because my endpoint was, their reputation as far as being hired is in the drain. And I think there's some collusion in the back end.
Of course.
Doesn't matter how you hire somebody and give them a situation where they could lose in. And I think the best example to see if this comes true, depending on how it happens, is with the Vikings' new GM.
Yeah, with the black guy.
But I mean, let's see if the Vikings start gutting a team or some shit like that, and it don't seem like he has no say in it. And then next year they he didn't do nothing. And when do the Vikings pick this year? Do they even have a first round?
I don't even know. I'm not even sure.
But
even speaking of what you're talking about, Kev, because Hugh Jackson and other coaches have come out and said even when black people are hired in these executive positions, they really don't have no power. They are just placeholders.
Exactly. The owner's like, you doing this, you doing that.
Right. Exactly. This is what we're doing. You just the face of it. Another part about the black hire, a lot of people ain't spoke about. You give Lovie Smith, who once upon a time had the Bears and brought them up to be a winning team. They made a Super Bowl run. They lost to the Colts. Another part of being a black coach, they put you in fucked up situations and then fire you if it don't work out when you on the worst team in the league.
Fact check, Minnesota does not have a draft pick.
So and then if you actually
you see what I'm saying?
Just said? Hold on, before you go, John. Also, if you have the caveat of if you don't make
12.
If you don't win, hey, we hired you, you wasn't good enough. Boom, we can say we tried, it didn't work out. If you make the team decent, an 8-8 team. Now go back to Miami. Miami had 3 winning seasons. Brian Flores should never been fired. They had 3 consecutive winning seasons. Now you make the team 8-8, 8-9, but you can't get past that because you're limited in talent. You now make this team sexy for the next coach. So it's like, we got as far as we can with this.
But now look, we have 12 draft picks.
But now we got 12 draft picks, and we're gonna cut you before we utilize these picks and get some real talent in here.
And I don't mean to cut you off, but did you hear? Again, this is and I'm not trying to make excuses for anybody. But did you hear the main reason why Flores was fired from Miami?
No, what?
So remember when Brady came out and said he wanted to go to play for another team? And then the owners were like, and the GM were like, no, we're going to stick with this guy. And then Brady said, you're going to choose that motherfucker over me.
Right.
Apparently that motherfucker was Tua. And Brian Flores wanted Brady, and Brady and Flores wanted to play with each other. And since then, Flores didn't want Tua. And that was
Tua wasn't his pick either.
No, I understand that, and that's back to brings it all back to what the whole rule of new coach wants to pick their quarterback. You know what I mean? Like you want your quarterback, you want your guy, you want your team, you want your GM, like so you can build, for your success. Like you know what I mean? Like it all comes. That's how it works. GM has to work with the coach has to work with the coordinators. Coach wants to pick his quarterback. It is what it is. But apparently Brady was going to go to the Dolphins so he could stick it to the Patriots 2 times a year and he could play with Brian Flores. But ownership was like, nah, we're sticking with Tua. And then Brady was like, fuck yeah, I'll suck my dick. He went to Tampa. And then obviously that caused a little bit of beef.
Nah, that to me, I don't know if that's true or not. That to me sounds like intentional tanking on the Dolphins organization because they're like.
But hold on. The Vikings, who did they hire?
They got a black GM now. They new coach is the Rams offensive coordinator.
But why was it a big deal that the GM was hired there because he was black?
Because it's still part of the Rooney Rule as well.
So it's still a part of we're gonna hire somebody, and if God forbid if this doesn't work out, we can say we gave somebody a chance. But a lot of times with these black GMs and executives, they really not in control. They really not in control of anything.
Okay,
this
is what I was just about the Vikings made.
But this is what I was just about to say, because I was getting at what Dad was saying. Do you know who else has a black GM?
Bears do.
All the ones that exist.
Right, Bears just got the Lansky.
But what I was trying to say.
Hold on. The Washington Commanders. Y'all didn't even know we had a black GM.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't even know his. Y'all don't even know his name.
I don't know his name. Who is their GM?
Martin Mayhew. I dead ass had to. I had to. Google,
I thought this nigga was about to say Charles.
I'm like, I know we have a black GM, and I can't think. And nobody knows nothing about that.
Yo, you know how we do, baby. Like to fly under the radar, bro.
Well, they keep you under the radar.
But
exactly,
wait. Y'all can say what y'all want. I'm gonna just say one thing. Shout out to the Giants, because they was mentioned in the Flores too. After they got mentioned, they hired a woman for director of coaching operations, and we hired a black GM literally after.
But the Giants have a history of having
with the lawsuit. So
Jerry Reese.
That's my team. I don't know what that means, but I just have to put that out there. They got tied with the lawsuit.
Mara doing damage control.
They hired a woman and a black man. You said what?
Who got Lewis Reddick?
Nobody.
Nah, he's still
interviewing.
Yeah,
he ain't interview. All the jobs is filled right now. So if you want to, you can take us through all the
Riddick was in contention before the Giants hired Gettleman back so many years ago.
Riddick should have been a coach a while ago.
No, we're not talking about coach. He wanted to be a
wants to be a GM.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to be an executive.
And take us through the hires.
So I got my bold prediction right. Everything is full, right?
Yeah, you got it. And you said a POC. What a POC would be.
And we got one. Technically,
one POC.
Well, we got one and a half.
One and a half. One and a half.
Logic. We have a logic.
Right. We got 1.5.
So we'll start with the half. Mike McDaniel, offensive coordinator. Also, like, just press conference, like rock star. You can play his clips in here.
Mike McDaniel is a whole white man.
It's Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel is his name. McDaniel.
That's a whole
confused with McDaniels. Is McDaniel. That boy's fucking funny as hell, man. Like, you got to see his press conferences.
That's a whole white man.
That's a whole white man. But his dad.
That's the logic. That's logic right there.
Look at this picture. This is the whitest white picture.
Yeah,
that's that 1/8 black right there.
That's that one drop. That's that one drop rule.
Yeah. So he takes over for the Miami job. Dennis Allen, former Saints defensive coordinator, steps up to take full control over the Saints. We talked about Brian Daboll last week. Nathaniel Hackett, Packers offensive coordinator, was hired by the Broncos. Obviously, we talked about Lovie Smith being there with Houston.
Doug Peterson.
What's that?
Doug Peterson in Jacksonville.
Doug Peterson in Jacksonville, which I think is good. Eric Bieniemy decides to stay. Apparently, I'm assuming he's going to take over for Andy Reid when Andy Reid is gone.
Giants got 2 fire new names though. I give them that. I fuck with the ball. That's a hard name.
Dayball. I like to say Dayball. I think it's Dayball.
The ball is hard.
I think it's Dayball, but I say the ball too.
The
I say
ball.
I pronounce it the ball.
The young ball.
He also Dayball, since John's talking about like secondary hirings, Brian Dayball brought his defensive coordinator to be the offensive coordinator of the Giants.
What's
you know
his
these
name?
coaches go back and forth all the time. And Joe Judge, John, your guy, is back to being the offensive assistant in New England, not taking the offensive coordinator job from Josh McDaniels. Mike Codwell, the defensive coordinator of the assistant defensive coordinator of the Bucs, will now be the defensive coordinator of the Jaguars. Don Wink is his name. Don Wink is the new defensive coordinator.
That's a different name. He got
Yeah,
it.
Wink is the new defensive
I thought
coordinator.
his first
Don
name
Wink.
was Wink.
No, that's his
it's
nickname.
Don Wink
Martindale.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I thought they call him Wink, but
I
his
do call
nickname
That nigga
is-
first name was Wink when I seen it on ESPN.
Nah, nickname is Wink.
I know this winehead named Wink. We used to give him money so he could dance for us and shit. When we
winking the
shorties.
ball is hard.
yo.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Winking the ball.
No, that as we buy him a little drink, he'd be outside dancing and shit during the summertime. Good times as a shorty. All right, but go anything else?
Who took the Vikings job? I'm sorry. What's his name?
Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell. And also Jim Harbaugh, again, do a little college, decided he's gonna stay with
Well, the nigga didn't get no
Michigan,
job.
yeah.
well, he was in
Nah, he
during
wants
signing
to
day,
try and get Michigan a chip.
he would have
he
had
was
the
with
Vikings job.
Yeah, he
He
was
would've
with the
had that
Vikings. I don't think he liked like the money.
Yeah,
I don't think he liked
yeah.
the
Something
maybe
went
the
wrong in that
situation. Maybe
interview.
they said they
Something
got to
went
keep
wrong.
Kirk something. So then he was like, I'm going back to Michigan, and then instant reaction, Vikings hire their secondary option.
Yeah,
which
because
was-
he missed signing day to go interview with the Vikings. Something went right because right after the interview, he called Michigan like, "Yo, I'm not going nowhere. Don't put nobody in my job yet. Like, I'm coming. Like, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. I want to be here as long as y'all want me." Bullshit, and they like, great, because we didn't want to hire this motherfucker anyway. So
Did y'all see?
Also, real quick too, shouts to Mike Rabel, greatest coach right now, I think, currently most energetic coach. Even though the team obviously underachieved this year, just got extended, and so did the GM John Robertson for the Tennessee Titans.
I love John Robertson too.
what you were saying, Cap?
I was gonna say, did y'all see the Shazer Everett, the safety from Washington, that he got charged and arrested today?
I did.
Yeah,
but, all right,
speaking of
since-
motherfuckers getting
Speaking of
charged,
which-
Yeah, because
Yeah.
his wife died in the car, right? Some shit like that.
Yeah, hold on, I had
For
it
that
right here.
involuntary manslaughter.
He is, yeah, exactly, involuntary manslaughter for a car crash resulting in his girlfriend's death,
And you know what's crazy?
which is sad.
Like when that shit happened, it was like all the players was posting shit like, "Yo, we love her." Like she was somebody that was like close,
yeah,
like
right to everybody and shit close to the
yeah.
team.
And he about to go do time for that shit. Like, damn, you lose your love. You use your. They was gonna.
Yeah.
Well, what the
marry.
fuck did he do? Was he drinking?
He was
or-
So,
speeding.
I'm
They said he was
pulling
doing.
up right
They said
now.
he was
He was
doing
driving-
like 100 in a 45.
Yeah,
And
I
it
have it right
crashed.
here. Driving a 2010 Nissan GTR, fast car, really fast car.
she
He
just-
was on the left of the right side of the roadway, struck several trees and rolled over on the night of the. Oh, damn! This was a long time ago. On the night of December 23rd, the passenger Olivia S. Peters, RIP, 29, later died in the hospital. So it's only now that he's getting charged with this. So obviously this happened.
So you lose the
While
love
ago.
of your life, and now you got to go to prison on top of that shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. That shit's
That's fucking,
fucked
that's
up,
hey,
man.
listen. I say it all the time. Like this,
I
I
know
don't
he.
care.
I know
if
he's
it's
thinking like, I
Alyssa,
wish I died when that shit happened.
son. I'm always
Word.
like when I'm by myself, I drive, whatever. I gotta get to where I gotta get to. I don't care. I'm not really like paying attention. But if any of you are in the car, or like my wife's in the car, anybody's son, I am doing the speed limit. My seatbelt is on. My hands are at 10 and 2. I'm not texting. I try not to text. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to be a very good driver. It's sad.
Bro,
That,
your
that's
hands
my
are
worst
not
move.
at 10 and 2. I
Yeah.
understand you might be a safe driver, but you're not telling me you keep your hands at 10 and 2.
I'm not even
I try
talking,
to.
I'm
I
not
do
even
everything.
talking
I do
about,
everything I
I'm
can.
not even talking about it. I'm talking about, yo, you just lost the love
That's what
of
I'm
your
saying.
life
Word.
in an accident.
Right.
Now you
That you
about to
caused.
go that you caused, and then you about to go to prison for the rest of your life.
Nah, keep it
after-
100. They're gonna have to keep him on suicide watch. He lost the
Yeah,
3 best
yo.
things in his life.
Yeah.
He's losing his life. He's
job.
lost his girl,
Yeah.
and he's lost the best job he's ever had in
Right.
his life.
Like,
Lost his freedom,
life
his
is
girl,
done.
and his career.
That's
It's
terrible.
over.
But speaking of other charges, Pro Bowl weekend just took place,
Whew.
and my guy AK.
Who did
So-
they say he beat up?
All right, so I kind of got
They
the,
beat up
the
some
rundown
dude,
on
and the
it.
pictures look
but-
crazy.
so apparently
Gave him
this
the
night
beats.
happened. This happened Saturday
Right.
before the Pro
Before the
Bowl.
game, yeah.
So before the game, he allegedly attacked the victim 8 times, assaulted the victim 8 times, punched him 8 times, and then continually stomped him out. I believe I sent you guys the. Hold on, sorry, I just want to pull it up. The exact injuries.
Got a fractured orbital bone.
Apparently, he.
Yeah, it said like the article or
What did I
whatever
say?
that I
What did I
read
say?
said the guy like tried to get in the elevator. AK like gave him a stiff arm and shit and was like, nah, you're not getting in here. So he pushed AK back. Then AK's bodyguard decked him. Then AK decked him. And then all 2 or 3 of them started to stomp him out
Yeah.
in the hallway or something like that.
So the guy does not
Why this
remember
nigga Cap
anything.
gonna say to DQ, yo, you got DP?
So he was knocked
Stupid ass
unconscious,
nigga.
similar to Drew's
Yo, do you
bathroom
know what that means,
situation.
Eddie? Do you know what
Huh?
it means to be DP?
Yeah, I know what it means to be DP, man.
What's it mean then?
Son. Double penetration.
Oh my god.
Yo, Dad, clip that.
I mean, it could also stand for the Dykeman Podcast. Shout out Dykeman Podcast.
Yo, clip
Uh,
that.
you
But
never said
he
I
was.
knew he was gonna say that.
What you
That's
think I
why
was gonna
asked.
say? Son, I watch a lot of porn, man. I ain't ashamed of my game. So it is what it is. I don't really like these though, to be honest. Like I try not to watch. There's too many dicks involved.
No,
So
that's
so has AK been formally arrested?
Right.
or-
So the victim
funny
was
as
knocked
hell.
unconscious, doesn't remember, sustained a orbital fracture in his right eye, amongst other injuries, is all they released. The video is not out yet, but I can imagine the video is really, really bad. I'm assuming Camara posted bail. He was like, "Fuck that! I got money. I'm a fucking millionaire."
but hold on. They were
11
saying it was at
2
6
mil.
o'clock in the morning, right?
Right. Then he was
He
able
was
to
leaving the
go to
club,
the
right?
game.
He was leaving the club.
Leaving the club, and then he was able to go to the game, playing the game, and then the second he walked out, they arrested him again. Rumors currently, as it stands, is he could be facing 5 years, but who knows? The victim might not make this a criminal case. He could make
You
it a
know
civil
what this
case.
sounds like to me?
It could settle in court.
Which we've all seen. When the bouncers beat the dog shit out somebody that's drunk at the club. That's all this sounds like to me. It's just Alvin
And-
Kamara was there.
Do you want to know what we do when a bouncer beats the shit out of a patron who's drunk?
What y'all do?
Ooh,
You can cut
legit.
this, but we erase the fucking tape.
see?
So apparently that camera hasn't been working for 3 weeks. Just saying.
Right.
Just
We
saying.
ain't
That's
see
my
shit.
point. That's my point. When I heard this, I was saying to myself, if I was a drunk dude trying to get on the elevator, it was like, yo, you're not getting on the elevator with us. You drunk. You're
Word.
not dealing with this shit. He probably was like, no, I'm getting on anyway. Bouncer hits him. Then they all,
21
stomp him
though.
out.
Yeah, and
they
shame
stomp him out.
on the fucking manager, the security guard. You see Alvin Kamara beat the shit out of somebody.
That's-
Hey, keep that tape and be like,
No,
hey,
no,
No,
hey,
not even that,
no.
bro. How is
No.
Alvin Kamara in
Hey.
these situations though? That's
of
my
course.
thing.
Yeah,
Whereas
he's
if niggas if it's that
Ladies,
time,
Yeah, I gotta make a public service.
if
announcement.
I'm a bouncer, I'm pushing AK ass in the elevator. That door
Yeah, I mean,
closing, and we
we
21 in this nigga in front of.
No, because you
Listen,
know what?
listen.
This
Well, we
is
talked
what-
about it
make a
with
public service
Kareem
announcement.
Hunt. We
Hold
talked
on,
about
but-
it with Tyreek Hill. We
No,
talked about it with
listen.
AP.
Listen, do you know what the difference is, Dev? Because I know Dev gonna understand it. They probably stomping him out. Kamir probably only went over there and stomped on him like once or twice.
Right, got one
You
punch
feel what
in
I'm
and
saying?
shit.
Ran in, kicked him a couple times.
Yeah, but he the star.
But they
so.
attached it to him.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
Yeah,
He
but
the
my
star.
problem too, though, and again, we don't know the video. We haven't seen the video. Remember when Ray Rice allegedly, and again, turned out to be actually, when it
Nah,
was
that shit
all
was bad.
alleged with Ray
Nah,
Rice.
he
like,
beat that bitch up.
Nah, I'm saying, but like
Yeah.
before, remember, before this, when we all heard it happen, we're like, oh, it's no big deal. It's gonna be a
Nah.
2-game suspension, yada
Very
yada
first
yada.
thing
Then when
I
that
saw was
video
the
came
video.
out,
Nah, I never forget that shit. I was in Atlantic City that weekend. That shit happened.
son, when that video
And
came
seen
out,
that
it
nigga the night
changed
before.
everything. I think we're gonna see something in
forget
this
that
video when it eventually comes out that AK probably fucked this dude up. And again, like, I look, if I'm AK's bouncer, I'm taking a fucking fall for AK regardless. I know he's gonna take care of me. I know he's gonna be filling up my commissary, whatever. I
AK
do
be
5
wearing
fucking years, that's
AK be
it.
wearing that QC chain all the time and shit. That
See
nigga,
what- Listen,
he
you
wa-
see what
he run
he
with
said-
quality control and shit.
exactly. What's his name? What's the leader of quality control? What's his name?
Pete,
P. You heard what P said? He said, "Hey, I seen y'all on video going in my house." He said, "I wasn't home that day." He said, "If y'all ever come here again, y'all know what y'all gonna get, right?"
yeah.
Man,
Them niggas-
QC niggas be killing me.
No, them real street niggas, real street ties and shit. But we gonna see what happened with AK. I got a question for you guys though. Kyler Murray recently.
Oh, this is
had
my
that
favorite
written
news of the
down.
week. Favorite news of the week.
He recently scrubbed his social media with anything that's affiliated with the Arizona Cardinals. How do we
Yeah.
take this? What do
I
we
was
take
about to
this
come
as?
back to that, like, cause I mentioned the other sport. This nigga unfollowed everybody.
Yeah.
He
When you
unfollowed-
brought that up, I was
right.
gonna write it down.
Unfollowed the team, unfollowed the staff, scrubbed all Cardinals affiliation from his social media. What do we take that as? What is that like?
He wants some more money.
Now, see, you were wrong about this last time. I think, like I've been saying this whole fucking time, Cliff Kingsbury is a bad coach. He does not know what he's doing. He couldn't win football games with Patrick Mahomes. He can't win football games with Kyler Murray. And he has this cool little thing where he's really, really good in the beginning of the season. And then right when it comes to crunch time, they fucking suck. And he just relies on Kyler Murray to do his Kyler Murray shit where he drops back 35 fucking yards, fucking plays Madden 04, runs forward, and then throws a fucking bomb to fucking Dion. Like, that's what it is. I think he wants to maybe not sign. What has he got? 2 more years left before his rookie year's up?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
He's on
and then,
his-
well, he has 1, and then he has the chance to get that 5-year fucking
right.
tender or whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
is. I don't know if it's a franchise tag or whatever. Kyler's gone. Kyler's gone.
No,
And
I
Cliff
don't think so.
Kingsbury's gonna get fired this year.
I don't
Next.
think so. I think this is a strategic way of saying, read me up before my rookie deal is done.
I don't know. I mean,
I think
what leads you to
putting a
believe
little
that
too
team's going to
much
be
into-
successful going forward? That's the problem. It's a very, very competitive division.
That's true.
You know,
The most
it's not-
competitive division.
Yeah, someone.
Exactly.
Yeah, you would argue that it's the most competitive division.
And
you know,
did he play
you had
bad?
3 teams make the playoffs this year,
And
and
did
they
Kyler
lost
Murray
in the first
play?
round.
I'm saying I think we're putting a little too much in players on following like the team, like the Cardinals Twitter page, the Cardinals IG page. No,
All right, Johnny. If you in a
Sometimes you gotta
relationship-
follow that trail,
No,
though,
listen,
John.
listen, Johnny. If you're in a relationship with a girl, right, for a couple years,
Mhm.
and
Bruh,
then one day,
I've been
listen,
through it.
Listen, hold on, listen.
I've been
Then-
through it.
Then you wake up one day, right?
You petty as hell.
And
Hey,
your
we
girl,
can.
hold on, listen.
And if you get
And-
offended, you can cut this. John, you still follow Maria Soto?
No, hold on. Be quiet. Listen, Johnny, you
Mhm.
in a relationship with a girl for a couple years, right?
Right.
She know all your family, everything, right? Then one day y'all wake up and your cousin calls you and says, "Yo, did you notice that your girl unfollowed the entire family off of all the social media? What's that about?"
Mm-hmm.
You
And
think
she
we
took
putting
off. She took off all the pictures of y'all and
and
the
took
family
all
together.
y'all
Mm.
family pic- You think that is just putting
No,
too much into
and-
something?
No, and the point Cat's making, I agree. But what I'm saying is, they said he they didn't say nothing about him unfollowing the players, just the team specific.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the point. Players
No,
are players.
it's
They don't know,
Because if you
John,
still
Touch
follow,
with D-Hop.
you still following
John.
everybody. If you still follow everybody in the team, it's
I'm sure he
different.
follows Dak. I'm sure he follows Aaron
But
Rodgers.
John,
I'm sure
on
he
top
follows
of
Tom
that, though,
Brady.
he
I
took
mean-
off all pictures with any Cardinals
Arizona.
affiliation, any apparel, any facility pictures, all that shit was taken down. So
All right,
for
with
his
that-
his
with-
his
don't
page
say-
looked like his
don't say
page looked
add
like
all
he's still at
that.
Oklahoma.
No. What I'm saying, when you add all that, yes, that means something. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about overall. If I unfollow the team I play for, just the team pages.
No,
John,
but
if
see,
me,
that's
John, if me and you got a picture that you together, you take it off your page, and I see that shit, I'm like, John, your whole ass, why your whole ass take my picture off you?
That's
off your
exactly
page?
why I use
Like,
the example I use.
What's good?
No, and I didn't disagree with those examples. I agree with what my point is. I'm just talking about the organization.
Another example, John, you post OSA shit. You take all your OSA shit off your page, and I see that shit. What do you think I'm
don't
saying?
unfollow. You don't unfollow Drew. You don't unfollow Ed. You don't.
But you stop
unfollow
unfollowing
Jeff,
the OSA
but you
page.
take everything off of OSA.
Oh, that's on your page. What we supposed to think?
We're a little more
Just
tight.
say nah. Just say you wrong.
Nah.
Wrong.
I'd be like, oh, this nigga's brand new.
Nah, you
Exactly.
like this nigga don't fuck with OSA. That's all.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
bet-
I'm just
I
saying
bet-
we're a
I
little
bet
too
DQ
closer
I
for
bet-
that.
listen,
But no, I'm
I
trying to
bet
say for us to do
scrubbed
it.
this shit.
Let's find out. Hold on.
Yeah, for us, it's a little too close. But what I'm saying is maybe Kyler Murray's not banging with the GM. He's not banging with the
Oh,
owner, so you
man.
don't follow. But I'm
Johnny,
saying
you think
to
you thinking about
describe
it wrong.
all the apparel that adds to it. I'm not talking about if he would have kept all his pictures up and just
Oh,
unfollowed,
shit.
I would have a problem
Hey,
with it.
chill. DQ really scrubbed all his OSA tag pictures.
Nah, let me look though.
Nah, he really did. Why would I make that up?
Yo, what's up with you, bro?
It still says 1/6 of the OSA, but yeah,
Now he got one. I see one. There go
I
one
don't see
right
any
there.
on his
One
tagged
right there,
pictures.
right there. OSA.
On his tagged pictures though, tagged. You know, son, my tagged
mean-
pictures is wild.
Yo, post no, but
I would.
Aggie
Look at
still
all my
posted
tagged
it.
pictures.
Tagged
That's all
pictures?
OSA. My tagged pictures.
OSA season 2. But we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking
Yo,
about
it's
DQ.
cool.
We getting off
I
topic.
mean, I already.
We getting off
Nah,
topic. I'm just saying it looks some type of way, John. Regardless of how you want to put it, it looks some
No,
type of way.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying, not adding all the other stuff. Obviously, I said he scrubbed every picture with him wearing Cardinals gear, Cardinals
Let me
hat,
check his
Cardinals
Instagram.
shirt. That's a little extreme. What I was saying was, a player decides I don't want to follow the team's social media account. That's cool, but all the other stuff, that's a different conversation. And I agree with both your analogies and everything. Even though the OSA one, I feel like we're a little too closer, but it's a little different. It's a little.
John, you do that shit, I'm gonna come see you because we ain't gonna do the social media shit. I'm pulling up to the island. What's good, John? We got problems? Let's talk about it. But
Also,
What's that?
quick, in other news,
that's
I guess,
Kyler.
he got 2 pictures up. Him in Oklahoma
and him at the Pro Bowl.
and him at the Pro Bowl.
Mhm.
And you cannot see anything related to Cardinals.
Well, you can see the side of his
He's-
helmet in picture 2, slide 2, I believe. But it's really
Barely. You barely can see. He
barely,
got
Barely.
barely.
you can
barely.
see the Green Bay coach logo more than you can see his.
Yeah. In
So,
other
Johnny,
news,
You don't think nothing of this, Johnny.
No,
No, he
no.
doesn't.
I know. I said that's a problem. I said if he had all his pictures up and he just unfollowed the page, I said I don't see an issue with it. But the fact that he did that and scrubbed his whole page is like, obviously he's not banging with someone in the organization at the moment.
Because that take time
Yeah.
to do some girl ass
That's
shit
not,
like that. I ain't got
that's not
time
a
for
shot
that.
at the
Barry.
players on his team. That's a shot towards a coach, a GM, an owner. It's
Listen,
more
I'm
towards
telling
the
you what that
higher
is.
ups of the team.
That was him saying, "Yo, y'all better give me my money."
That's true. That's possible too.
All right, Ed, what you were saying?
in other news, before we get into Cliff Kingsbury still follows Kyler. Hold on 1 second. I gotta see if Cliff. Hold on, because I want to prove my point.
If Kyler really dipped, like, what's D-Hop gonna do?
He
Can
ain't
sign a
following Cliff.
5-year?
Ooh,
Yeah, D-Hop gonna
that's
be
awesome.
No, but I'm
Yeah, so
saying
he's not
didn't
going to the
D-Hop
Giants. Let me
sign
show
like
it.
a big
I
contract?
don't even know. I don't even know.
I think
what his
D-Hop signed like
contract-
a 5-year contract, bro.
Yeah, well, D-Hop will be tight, but oh well.
He gonna get
D-Hop
paid.
he'll get used to it.
He
He
still
had
get
all
money.
those
He don't
years.
care.
He played for all those other quarterbacks, and he finally got
Word.
Watson. And then,
Now he only got a 2-year deal. D-Hop.
Only thing
So-
the only thing I didn't like about the whole thing with Kyler Murray
For
is
$54 million.
the only thing
damn.
I didn't like is that Kyler Murray gonna fuck with that Russell Wilson market now.
Yeah, probably. That's
Word.
good. I mean, it's good. It's good when the next guy gets paid because then the next guy can get a bigger pay.
No,
yada,
because
yada,
Russell Wilson's not gonna get paid. Russell Wilson's gonna be traded. So instead of you paying
He's not a free agent this year? Russ?
Russell Wilson, I don't think so. No, I'm saying it backwards. Kyler Murray has to be
Yeah.
traded.
But he'll be a free agent next year. So a team like all right, so like I would say like again, not to get your hopes up, John, but if I'm the Giants,
Russell
like if I
Wilson got 2
trade for
years left on
Kyler,
his contract.
Russ,
So it's two
Yeah.
trades.
He got 2 years left
yeah.
on his contract.
So if
Yeah.
anybody was in contact of trying to get Russ, now they can just go get Kyler instead. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You get the
Yeah.
younger guy that does damn near the same shit.
Yeah, Baby Yoda. That's the same player.
Grogu.
Baby Russ. That's what I call him.
All right. Well, the only other news that I had before we, I guess, potentially
Get to the
talk
Super
about
Bowl. Yeah, we're getting to it.
Pro Bowl stuff. You want to talk Pro Bowl stuff? We don't have to.
Football,
Well,
Bowl.
all right.
You ready
Before-
for
Bowl,
wait,
Carter.
wait.
Pro Bowl
Before we get
horrible.
started, now that Brady's gone, Gronk is thinking about staying, and Gronk picked one quarterback he wants to stay for. Does anybody want to take a guess who he wants to play with?
Aaron
who
Rodgers.
knows?
Wrong. John.
Daniel Jones.
Wrong.
That votes your guess?
I say Aaron Rodgers.
Since Ed's bringing it up, I'm gonna say Zach Wilson.
Wrong. Decap.
Russell Wilson.
Also
James.
wrong, Kev. Decap.
Jameis.
Nope.
Jimmy G.
Durant.
Jimmy G.
You said
What?
James.
What you said, Jameis?
Jimmy
Hell no.
G.
No,
Bro,
Jimmy.
also wrong.
30 for 30.
Oh no. My shit is it's gonna be Stafford, bro. He go to
Also
Brandon.
wrong. Final answer. My guy, Joey Sticks. My guy, Joey Burrow. That's who Gronk wants to play for. That should be fucking amazing. So
Joe
let's go
Burrow.
Bengals.
Gronk
Let's go
did
win a
eat.
fucking chip. Do you want to segue that into the Super Bowl, or you want to talk a little Pro Bowl?
So since it brought up the Pro Bowl, it was entertaining. Now the game was trash, and a lot of people were upset about the game because they were really playing 2-hand tag. Like
yeah,
they were.
Mac Jones had like a 98-yard run.
It wasn't even like they wasn't even trying. Like it was really bad.
You
in that
know-
sense. But the players was like,
Michael Parsons
fuck?
put some sticks on people though. I'm not gonna front.
people were like, but they were like, what the fuck y'all expect? Like, yo, we having our shit at the end of the season, and why would we risk getting injured and coming into
facts.
a contract year? Like,
Mhm.
so
You know how
y'all compare
how
us to
you
the MLB and NBA, but it's totally different.
You know how you know Pro Bowl is dirt now? And I think Johnny heard this. Yo, all week, Carter kept saying to me, I'm about to be seeing the Pro Bowl, all the best of the best. Yo, Carter watched like 20 minutes of the Pro Bowl.
Yo,
I
we
was
watched.
falling asleep. Carter
Me and
looked at
Dorian, we watched the first quarter and stopped watching that shit.
Carter looked at me. He said, Daddy, what are they doing? What is this?
Stephon Diggs lined up. Stephon Diggs and Trayvon Diggs lined
that was
up.
cool. That's the one takeaway. The Diggs brothers was
Lined up.
awesome.
That
Like,
was cool.
yeah, that was cool. Like it
But
was
you
just
know what?
fun.
You know what they should have done since they was already making it so playful? They should have did the Nickelodeon thing for everybody
Right.
Yeah.
with this thing. Because for us, who cares? We don't really care anyway. But if it had the Nickelodeon effects and stuff like that, Carter wouldn't even been entertained by that. You know what I mean? Like
I
liked
will
it.
say
the
that
game should have been
definitely would push the
sponsored
game
by
up a little bit.
Nickelodeon.
I had a big,
Yeah,
I
I
had a
get
big
that.
problem since you brought up the broadcast. I had a big problem with the broadcast. So obviously, in years past, like growing up watching football, like I kind of wanted to watch the Pro Bowl, and then I realized the Pro Bowl was trash. And then I obviously, as I got older, Pro Bowl was still trash. But then like recently, they came out with these skills challenges, which to me, like it's not like it's not like oh my god, did you watch that skills challenge? But like I'm like, oh yo, this is something to watch. It's entertaining. And that all used to be on NFL Network, and that was always a lot of fun. Everybody's always mic'd up. you're getting good angles, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's the NFL network. Like
Mhm.
it's the NFL network promoting their product. Like that's what it
Right.
was. They were both growing together. Well, obviously the NFL's been established. But this past year, this year just now, 2022, apparently ESPN had the rights to it this year.
Yeah, everything was on ESPN this year.
And also I remembered, and again, not that I was like looking for it, and again, this goes back to like the fact that the internet is reigns king over like regular, regular everyday life and cable. But I had no fucking clue when these things were on. I had no idea when the skills challenges were on. It was
Remember I sent y'all the clips.
no,
after
yeah.
the fact.
I saw the clips after, but I'm like, I had no clue when it was happening. I mean, as far as like the broadcasting was garbage. Like they didn't make it about the players. They made it about the commentating. That camera angles were fucking hot trash. Like the whole dodgeball tournament was from the back of the NFC side. I'm like, you gonna zoom in on any of these guys? You got any other cameras here that you want to like share with the rest of the class? It just wasn't fun. It didn't make it. And again, like they're the same players doing like basically the same competition, like over and over again.
They pretty much had 6 to 8 players doing all the shit. Now they had the fastest man, Tyreek.
Yeah, which was funny.
You had Michael Parsons. He won the fastest man. Then they had the version of the dunk contest I was telling y'all about, whereas Justin Jefferson, I believe, won, or Trayvon Diggs.
It was Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah. So they got their own version of the dunk contest now, where it's like incredible catch. Trayvon did like a flip and caught it, and then Justin Jefferson like grabbed it from under his legs or some shit like that. And
that was cool. Like it was fine.
But they did it off a trampoline, like
but that's what I was about to say, Ed. To you, it's not entertaining. But
no, but I'm talking about, dude. You told me a year ago though, and I was watching the skills challenge. I had a good time watching it.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. For Dorian and Carter, that shit was mad exciting. You get what I'm saying? It's not really for us, especially because they're not trying to get these people hurt.
But I think during the ESPN broadcast it was trash. But when it was NFL broadcast, like they had like the rally where it was like, the running back runs it and then gives it to the fucking lineman. The lineman has to push a fucking, like, you know what I mean? It's like little stuff like that where I'm like, oh, all right.
Like a skills challenge and shit. Like,
when it's like, and again, like, even though like a kid would enjoy that too, I enjoyed it because I'm like, hey, look, it's fucking, Trent Williams giving the ball to fucking Kyle Juszczyk, and Juszczyk's fucking passing it on to
kind of like what the NBA does with their skills challenge, where a person dish it and then next person
runs. And it's fun. It's like a relay, and you're like, oh, all right. And then like the quarterback's like mic'd up.
Carter watching them play dodgeball, he was more excited about that than football. Like it's him watching superstars to him.
Yeah, the dodgeball was fire. The dodgeball was fun.
I read I like watching the celebrity basketball games.
Right.
And same thing for them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Now the Pro Bowl, I think for the game, they should make it more of like either flag or some beach volleyball type shit where it's just like, yo, we know it ain't serious. Like we changed the scenery, whereas like Cap said, I like the Nickelodeon and have them completely run the skills challenge and add the slime and all that shit into the
what they had that little boy for? What's the little boy that was doing the interview?
Young Dylan.
Yeah.
And what did they have him for?
He was just
he was just relatable. I mean, to the kids.
No, I forgot what challenge he was working. I can't even remember.
Because he was working with Nate and shit.
Yeah, they got a show on Nick where they do the sports. It's called Slime Time and shit.
And that's what I was gonna say. If they would have had him, and I seen Drewski on the sideline, they should have played into that, like gave them camera time on the actual Pro Bowl shit. That would have made the shit way better.
I mean, it might
the problem with that though is
I haven't heard anything about it. Are they gonna do Nickelodeon like Super Bowl?
No, all just one playoff game this season so far. The problem with that is that ESPN is technically Disney. Obviously, Disney is not too happy about it, but the NFL is its own entity, and ESPN has the rights to certain things, and
you can't have Disney. And Nickelodeon mixed with all them damn commercials.
Disney is technically Viacom CBS. The only reason why, Nick is technically Viacom CBS. That's why you can have those Nickelodeon channels, because the NFL has a contract with CBS or Viacom, I should say. So technically, even MTV could do like a Jersey Shore fucking themed fucking NFL game if they wanted to. You know what I mean? It's just because it's all under that umbrella. So
Did y'all talk about the Debo Samuel thing?
What about
we can if you want to. What are you talking about?
When they was who they compared Debo? They
Oh, you saying he a wide back?
No, no.
Hey,
I told you Johnny about that. That was
No, that's what he
more.
told. He said,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
a wide receiver. I'm not a running back. I'm a wide back.
And then he
Hey,
said, and then he
yo.
said, "Why do you like being a wide back?" He said, "Because I like getting the ball all the time."
Hey, yo.
Yo.
Y'all problem, man.
But that's not what I'm talking about. They were saying, who's the all around? Who you picking? It was Cooper Kupp, Debo Samuel, and Jamar Chase.
Well, we kind of
Start
start
bench
bench cut this.
That was y'all that posted it.
We did.
Probably us. Yeah.
Drew made up a trash one where it was like,
Oh my God.
Brandon Ayuk, Jamar
No, I
Chase, and like Justin Jefferson or some shit.
No,
Oh
And
my
then
God.
Ed had
Fucking
somewhere it was
crap.
like Debo, Cooper Kupp, like Aaron Donald or some shit, like something similar to that.
Yeah, I
can't
had like a
remember exactly.
game changer. Yeah,
Right.
game changer, like
the
game
one
breaker.
the one I seen was Cooper Kupp, Debo Samuel, and Jamar Chase, and I said I really can't pick.
No, I think we
Yeah,
did
that's
that
tough,
too,
man.
No, I think
Yeah,
we
we
did
did that
one
too, but that's tough. Obviously, you know, Debo with his versatility, because he could do, you know, be a running back and a wide receiver. That's what kind of like puts him over the edge a little bit, but it's like there's so much more potential in Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Jamar,
the way he
I
runs
think
routes, and
Jamar,
obviously Cooper
I
Kupp
think
is
Jamar Chase is our. I mean, this era, I think he's their Terrell Owens.
I would say so, yeah. It reminds
Yeah.
me of him.
He got that game.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move on, man. Let's get
let's
to
do
it. Super Bowl.
Oh
It's
boy,
happening.
I don't even hold on. I don't even have the spread here, but I will
Super
pull it
Bowl
up.
is happening. Before we get to the spread, now it's looking again. Everybody's gambling. We all know that the Bengals have overachieved this season, but they have taken down the Titans. And
why they overachieved?
Because they had a 1% chance coming into the season of actually getting to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And a 25%,
okay, I get what you're saying.
and a 0.25% of making the playoffs. They also took down the number 1 and 2 in the toughest division, or toughest conference in football, coming with to me, 2 rookies in Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, because Joe didn't play last year. He was hurt.
Oh,
and then
he played 5 games.
Right. So didn't play a full season. And then you have rookie Jamar Chase. So all of that combined doesn't say these guys are the favorites to take the AFC of all conferences, but they're here. And they've taken down the Giants to get there with a bad O-line on top of that, because that O-line is ass. Now,
Cincinnati has now released that
the
they
O-line
have...
is suspect.
Okay, the O-line is suspect. Now you got them going against one of the best defensive lines. Probably
they said they have a plan for. They said they have a plan for it.
Defensive line in football. Before we get to the spread, before we get to the picks, wishful thinking, Ed, how can the Bengals upset? What's the recipe for the Bengals to upset the Rams?
I got it. Go ahead.
I mean, you're going to have to go tick for tack with them. Like, it just has to do that. I think you need to establish a run game. I know it's going to be tough with that offensive line, but running towards the outside as opposed to running at Aaron Donald, obviously running away from Aaron Donald seems to be the move. And that's what a lot of teams have used in the past, i.e. a Kyle Shanahan, two games in the regular season and almost basically in the third game in that playoff game the week before, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. Once you do that, obviously you don't want to get into a shooting contest with these guys, because between Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham, Matthew Stafford, Higbee's going to be healthy now. So we'll see if he actually contributes. But this last guy, Blanton, the new tight end over there, he's doing pretty well. And let's not forget about Vance Jefferson over there as well. So you don't want to get into a throwing war with them because I think you can lose that. And then again, like I hate to say that, like, the kicker is better on the fucking Bengals, but the kicker is better on the Bengals. So like that puts them in a position where if they get past the 50, they can try to kick a 49, 48-yard field goal as opposed to punting or trying to go for it on fourth. That's really the recipe for them. Obviously establishing the run game early. They do have a great running back in Joe Mixon. And they can kind of like 1-2 punch. I forgot who the secondary option is over there. I forgot his name.
P-Ron.
Backup running back. Huh? Yeah.
But they use him as a
P-Ron.
blocker.
So
You're gonna
yeah, and
have to
again,
use him
that's
as
where
a
you can
blocker.
use, again, throw them in at fullback sometimes. Maybe you could try to confuse them with some screens, but they have to get creative offensively for sure to try to stay with this. But again, like I said, the Bengals say they have a plan to outweigh the Rams' amazing defensive line.
Only way the
matching it up against
Bengals
that
got a
mismatched
chance is
O-line.
if they defense plays
Oh no, they have to
out of
play
this
out of control.
world. This is the only way they have a chance.
Shouts to the meme that I saw this morning. Where the fuck was it? I'm sorry, I gotta find it, but it's
How do the Bengals? What's the recipe for the Bengals? You think to upset the Rams?
I think the Bengals could stay in the game, obviously, as long as they figure out a way to play hard on the offensive line for them. Like, that's it. Like, at the end of the day, I think if they double team, let's say, Aaron, and then they figure out a way, like, if they need to chip, like, Von Miller on whatever side he decides to line up on, because part of the game, I think, when you go into the Super Bowl, like, Von Miller is going to have his first opportunity to line up on either side to try and wreck shit.
What does this mean, Kev?
And then you still got Leonard Floyd.
So at the end of the day, I'm saying, like, if they got to use, like, a running back to chip him or something like that, or they got to do more play action.
Yeah, your tight end not to run routes, really.
But that's what I'm saying. So how's that going to help them? If the offensive line somehow stops the Rams defensive line, then what happens after that? Tell me what's going to happen in the game.
What's
Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase.
Happen after that? Joe Burrow's going
to who?
Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow,
okay, who's going
Tyler
to
Boyd, Joe Burrow,
who's going to be following Jamar Chase this entire game?
Fucking Ramsey.
All right.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
but again,
what you saying,
Cap,
like,
there.
At the end of the day, what you saying, Cap, at the end of the day, I personally think it's going to be a T. Higgins day.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar's going to eat because listen, Jamar's going to.
Yeah, but Cap, we watched Gabriel Davis score 4 touchdowns against the Chiefs.
Listen. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I think at the end of the day, Jamar is still going to get his yards. Maybe he scores a touch, but Jalen's not going to follow him the whole game.
This is Super Bowl. We're not talking about no regular game or playoffs. They're going to have him follow him.
I feel you. But at the end of the day, what's stopping the Bengals from doing anything that any other team is going to do that has an elite wide receiver? They're going to move him off the ball. Like, let's even say just last week, like Debo Shore is like a scat back type shit. Like, he's going to be a running back / wide receiver. Like, he's going to be moved off the ball. Like, somebody tried to tell me, like, yo, Jay, like, is going to follow him all game. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah, Jalen had a problem following him all game until obviously they blew up on that big play.
All I'm saying is, it's not going to happen that Jalen's going to follow him all game. It's just not going to happen.
But you know what the difference is? You know what the difference is? Jamar don't got the speed. So Jalen can stay with him the entire game because their speed is similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I'm not about to tell you what the 50-50 ball is going to look like, but it's going to be one hell of a shit to watch.
I think Jalen gonna I'm not gonna say Jamar ain't gonna do absolutely nothing, but I think he's gonna eliminate Jamar from the game.
Well, if that happens,
percentage wise, as far as like,
but again,
gonna eat.
That's what I'm saying. With if hypothetically, if Jalen shuts down Chase, Bengals have enough pieces in regards to Samaji. P-Ron. He is a blocking back, but he also is a scat back. He does most of the receiving for them. Then you have Tyler Boyd, and then you have T. Higgins, as well as Usoma, whatever the nigga name is, the tight end.
Usoma, yeah.
No, wait. Time out.
Usama's injured.
Like, he's gonna play. I'm telling you, he's gonna play.
I'm just saying in regards to if he can get the ball out and it's not pressured, there's with Jalen shutting down Chase, there's still enough pieces around that can make shit happen on the Bengals.
The other part of it too is that I look back to those two third downs against the Chiefs, right? Again, this is the number 1 team in the AFC. Obviously, you're going up against the number 4 team in the NFC, but obviously, you know, they earned their way to get there, beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Lakers is through, boy.
Beating the Niners. But I look back to
You
those.
seen it? You just seen it?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Oh my god!
I look back to those third down plays where
at the end of the day-
Joey made the play happen with his legs. He escaped pressure and fucking got there. And again, Stafford and Joey are kind of similar, where they're like, I'm gonna take Von Miller cracking me in my fucking shit, but I'm gonna complete this pass right now.
Right.
Like, I don't care what's gonna happen. I don't care if I fucking break my neck on this play. I'm gonna throw this touchdown. And
I mean,
again,
he
that's
be
where
getting
they're both very
his
similar.
ass whooped the whole play.
Nah, at the end of the day, mark my words, this is gonna be a T. Higgins type of game.
I agree with Kevin on that,
Yeah.
Like,
but
That
that
nigga's
doesn't
gonna
win you
eat.
the game.
if they gonna win, like T. Higgins,
I
is
can
gonna be that
guarantee
nigga
you.
that's
I
gonna
can
win the game.
guarantee you. McVay is like, I don't give a fuck if T Higgins has 300 yards.
For real.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah, as long
Just
as
don't
Joe
let the other one get crazy.
as long as
Yeah,
Joe
but
and
if T
Chase
gets
don't
up
get off.
300 and Tyler gets 80 and Tyler gets
Listen.
And
Listen, I keep it 100. If
who in the secondary is gonna stop the Rams?
listen,
oh,
I'll keep
again,
it
that's the
100.
problem. That's the
And
problem.
that's exactly my point.
Yeah,
I
Eli
don't give
Apple.
a fuck about T Higgins having a good game because the Rams gonna put up points.
They
That's what I
definitely
said. You don't
are.
want to get into a shootout with this team. Absolutely not.
They
You will lose.
definitely gonna put up points.
So you just have to negate Joe.
You're just gonna have to
Joe
hope
and
that the
Jamal.
O line holds up.
What
Hope and
worries
pray.
me about the Rams, and I think the biggest hole on the Rams right now, even though I really, really like him as a player,
The O line.
no, for the Rams, I'm saying
Oh,
biggest problem for the
Rams,
Rams is their run game. Like, they're just gonna keep throwing it and obviously stopping the clock with incomplete passes and yada yada yada. They're gonna need to control the game. They're gonna need to control the game clock. And again, as much as I love Cam Akers as a player, all this whole postseason he's been fumbling a lot, and
Yeah.
that could be the one break that the Bengals get.
What I'm
If
hoping
they put those
is
up and take it back.
I'm hoping that the first half, I think the Rams gonna be up by halftime. I hope they ain't down too bad the Bengals, because one thing that Bengals have shown they done better than anybody is
Resilience.
adjust. They adjust after that first half. They fucking adjust, and they come out in that second half looking like a totally different team. I'm just hoping that they ain't too blown out the window.
Mhm.
Whereas it's like, yo, y'all gonna have to do
It's
some
gonna be a fun
incredible
game,
shit.
man.
It's gonna be
fun.
a dope game. I'm rooting for Joe now. I'm rooting for Joe Brady.
I'm
And,
going.
We doing our picks?
They're gonna look like the
but
Panthers.
before
Oh,
I
yeah,
get
let's do it. Yeah.
but before we get to the
Okay.
picks, if the Rams don't win, is the season a bust?
No,
Yeah.
Nah.
They got one more ride with this. They got one more ride with this. They
That's
got
the
one more ride
first
with this.
season with them together. So you know,
Yeah.
Listen,
They
they
got
got
one
one
more
they
ride.
got another season with it together, guaranteed. Blah blah blah. Yo, the end of the day, them making it this far, if they
It's no
lose,
different than golf.
it is a bust.
no, it's
And
not.
it's still a difference
I don't know.
than it's
I don't
still a
know.
difference than what's this bum that was just quarterbacking for them? Golf.
Golf.
It's
yeah.
a big difference still, but it is a bust for this season, 100%.
I look at it as a bust because I think golf, you put golf here, he can get them to the same spot.
Listen, they made it
Oh.
to that's my point. They made it to the exact same spot.
All right, but hold on.
So-
Can I hold on? Can I counter that? They made
Uh-huh.
it to the same exact spot, right?
Uh-huh.
With Woods and Cooper Cup.
And Tyler and Ty Gurley.
And Gurley was there.
Gurley was there, yeah. And Gurley basically took them there.
Yeah,
Gurley
so
and-
golf has
and-
squad.
TG, my
Oh.
nigga, man. That was
Yeah,
my
Gurley
guy.
was that guy.
Gurley
Golf has
got them
squad.
there, and then he just got
and
hurt.
they have
Golf
a
was
tight end.
basically a game manager with weapons.
What the fuck? Wait, shut up. What you said, Cat?
They had a tight end too that was a decent tight end. My point is, yes,
Shit.
they got this far with golf,
Everett.
but at the same time, you lost Robert Woods.
Mhm.
Cooper Cup
Gained
was
Odell.
gone for a while.
Yeah,
Odell is
broke his knee.
getting back into the swing of things.
Now,
It's not this-
Odell is real. Cooper is real. Like, these niggas is real
Nah.
right now.
So I feel what you're saying, Cat.
But it's
I just
different
think-
the season that Robert Woods and Cooper Cup was having. That shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
That season was wild.
But who expects anything from Robert Woods though? Like Robert Woods ain't
Robert
the same
Woods
caliber. But
Robert
I'm saying
Woods scored like 10
ain't,
touchdowns that year.
but he's not the same caliber of player as OBJ. That
Why
tandem doesn't.
why?
That tandem, OBJ, and now you have the defense of Von Miller and
No, I
adding
disagree.
Jalen and all that.
Yeah, you're right.
That
I guess
all
you're
of
right.
that together.
Adding Von Miller, that makes a different point. But I'm just talking about the offense. Robert Woods was better than Odell.
Yeah, at the time.
In
at
that
the time.
offense.
In that season, yeah, in that offense, in that season, yeah.
Yeah, but nobody
Odell's
was
talented, but Odell obviously
at the
doesn't
beginning
have
of
the
that
stats to
season.
back it
Nobody was
up.
gonna take Woods over OBJ.
But we're talking about just this season. You said they both made it this far. It's different. You had Gurley, you had Robert Woods playing out of this world, Cooper Kupp playing out of this world. That's a three-headed monster in itself. Without
Again, my big thing is that the Rams running game has not been good all season. They've relied a little too much on, throwing it to Kupp, throwing it to Kupp. And even though they know it's going to Kupp and they can't stop it, I mean, they do have 5 losses on the season. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not saying that, all those 5 losses are bad losses. No, it's just that, yeah, they again, when it comes down to the Super Bowl, it goes back to old school football. We saw it when the Rams were there against who they play? The Rams who they lose to?
Broncos?
No, when they were there 3 years ago.
Chiefs. The Rams.
Rams Chiefs. And then we saw it again with the Chiefs and the Bucks. That the defense and a run game, Leonard Fournette played out of his fucking mind that day, and that Buccaneers defense played crazy. So it's if the Rams defense plays good, but that run game is garbage.
So I'm about to say
that's their opportunity where they can lose.
So I'm about to say,
yeah.
You said what
again,
I was going to say.
I play devil's advocate.
I was based on what you were saying. I was about to say, since you say it goes back to old school football, that would mean the Bengals would be more fit in that moment because they got the running back and then they got a solid defense.
Solid defense, yeah. Again, you know what?
Let's get into the picks.
I'm putting the house on the Bengals. I'm opening up right now. I'm gonna look at some shit.
Let's get into the picks. Ed, do you have any spreads? Is there any spread available?
I have it ready. Yep.
Give us the spread and give us your pick.
As of right now,
Super Bowl pick'ems.
As of right now, today is Tuesday. Obviously, the line can move depending on crazy factors. We don't know if anybody's got COVID or anything like that, so things can change. But as of right now, the line is 48.5 is the over under. The Rams are favored -4. So they are favorites by 4 points. I do want Stafford to win one because even though I wouldn't call this season a bust and they might have one more ride with it, I do want Stafford to win a championship. Obviously, I love Cooper Kupp, but I love the fucking Bengals more, man.
Talk that shit, really love the Bengals.
But shout out to Dustin. He comes in every single fucking day. One of my customers. He has been fucking sweating his ass off all season. I've been reassuring him every fucking week. I can't not reassure him this week. Fuck it. I'm going with the Bengals, and I'm putting the fucking house on it.
All right, Drew, who you got?
I'm going with the Rams, man. The Rams.
All right, Rams.
Short thing.
John, who you going with the short thing? Easy pick. John, who you got?
Rams.
Cap, who you got?
I'm going with the Rams. In 2016, Von Miller made Cam Newton look like a baby. He's gonna do the same thing with Joe Burrow. He's gonna do the same thing with Joe Burrow. And everybody's gonna be like, damn, these old heads on defense killed these young boys. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Kev, who you got?
So, this shit is hard, but I think this is gonna be the game and matchup that we expected the Super Bowl that Decap was just talking about to be. That Broncos Panthers Super Bowl, like what we expected to be shootout wise and scoring wise is gonna be. And at the end of the day, I'm all in on the Bengals, bro. I'm all in.
And I'm right behind you, Kev. The difference is I don't think, although everybody is jumping on the Joe Brady bandwagon, everybody call him I call him Joe Joe Brady.
You are.
Although everybody's jumping on the bandwagon, I don't think when Cam got to the Super Bowl, Cam was Superman. Cam was like just unstoppable. And then the Broncos defense said, nah, nigga, you are a mere mortal. I think Joe Brady is an underdog at heart when it comes to the elite QBs in the league. And although I think the chances of them winning is very low, I am running with the Bengals. I'm running with the Bengals.
I literally just think Joe's gonna genuinely do everything or anything he needs to do to try and win the game.
Exactly.
And
you know what I envision? We've been seeing this.
And he ain't gonna be sitting on the side crying like Cam was.
But no, this is what I was gonna say.
But he's gonna die for a fumble.
I'm not saying he's cocky because I love how Joe Burrow is, but he gonna be sitting on that sideline, looking like how Pat Mahomes was looking towards the end of that game this year. He gonna look like.
Why you say that? We watched that game together, Pat.
And what I said,
Pat was out of it.
What I say, Kev, midway through the fourth quarter, I said they're gonna lose this game because Pat Mahomes looked like he was just staring off into space because he already felt it.
Like,
that's what's gonna happen with Joe Burrow.
That's for happening for Joe.
But Joe Burrow don't have that in him. Joe Burrow
doesn't have that. He got ready.
Listen.
He's got
that one word
that I love.
Listen. I'm telling y'all.
He's a gym rat. Right?
Listen, I'm gonna call y'all on the Instagram shit. And
we'll talk.
When Joe Burrows is sitting there on the shit like.
Nah, that's
thinking
not
like,
All right, Cap.
I don't think.
All right.
That nigga's gonna have laser focus, kid.
I can't think of something good. That's the problem.
I'm telling you.
Listen, Joe gonna be on the side putting out his cigar so he can get back out there and play.
Hell yeah.
Von Miller gonna rip his helmet off after he get that sack fumble, and he gonna look in the camera. He gonna be like, "Y'all gave up on me." Remember that? Remember?
Yo, let's remember this. Let's remember this going into this game. We've already seen a big game, right? That Sean McVay has forfeited fucking timeouts based on him throwing a flag to, for challenges.
For spots, yeah.
Which were suspect challenges. For us, Joe Schmo podcast motherfuckers sitting at home, we like, why is he throwing that flag? Even me and Cap was like, yo, he threw a flag? Like,
and what else did I tell you, Kev? I said, Matthew Stafford, I know Johnny and Just be dick riding Matthew Stafford, but he looked a little shaky. He looked a little shaky in the end of that game.
That's what I'm saying. They were I'm not gonna go as far as saying they were supposed to lose that game, but if shit gets shaky and there's a few or one or two plays that looks like, oh shit, like I think we could count on McVay to have himself in the same situation going into the second or going into the fourth quarter where he's got one or no fucking timeouts and doesn't have a challenge when he needs it.
Yeah,
maybe he's learned from his mistake, but at the end of the day, he's gonna go back to his gut if he sees something crazy.
Yeah, and also shout out to you, Dicap. So, and again, I do like McVay. I do a lot, but I feel like when sometimes the moment's too big, I think he gets in his own head almost, and his coaching style kind of changes where it gets a little conservative, and then it gets to the point where it turns a little desperation mode too, which I don't really appreciate. Obviously, they almost lost that game against Tampa in a really, really bad way. Again, they almost lost that game
if he was at a poker table, he would push all in when you're looking at him whoa.
Again, and Decap, shout out to you. So McVay, what was it? McVay, Mike LaFleur, Matt LaFleur. Who else was on that team? Mike McDaniel was on that team.
Kyle Shanahan
was on that team. Damn.
No.
Shout out to the 2015 Washington football team coach.
No, because listen, I'll tell you one thing right now. That was Coach Shanahan. Yeah. He is one of those coaches like Belichick, where everybody
No. Don't compare Belichick to no. Belichick's coaching tree is trash.
No, listen. Like I'm saying, it's one of those coaching trees. When people work for Shanahan's, they get hired in jobs. It's like it's a known fact.
Yeah, Robert Saleh. Another one. Sorry.
Exactly. And look at all of those people. They was all under Shanahan. I don't like Shanahan. I think Shanahan was a dirtbag, but he was just one of them coaches. He had that trickle down effect.
He put his people in position.
Exactly.
But that is our Super Bowl pick'ems. We're gonna move on. Here's the picks right here. We're gonna do doing numbers. Now I changed it though. It was gonna be a playoff edition, but it's only gonna be Super Bowl. So doing numbers, I'll give you the player. You give me their number. That's all you got to do.
We're doing our predictions.
No,
okay.
not the predictions. This is
No, you
doing
just gotta
numbers.
guess who the, yeah, you gotta guess the
I'm gonna
player's
give you
number.
the player name.
That's
You
the
give me-
jersey number.
You give me their jersey number.
Oh, okay.
All right, now you get
This is
one
tough.
mulligan per round. And again, this is Super Bowl. So only Bengals.
All right,
And the
hold on. I
Rams
never done
players.
this before. What's a mulligan?
So mulligan is a pass. So you can
Pass.
pass
Okay.
one per round. So you only get one per round. So if you don't know it, you get mulligan, and then it goes to the next person.
Oh, I'm
And if
about
it
to
goes-
be out of here.
And if everybody pass, then I'll go to the next name. All right.
Okay.
Drew, we're gonna start with you. All right.
All right.
Start off. Aaron Donald.
90.
Wrong.
What?
You
Wrong.
out.
Can I
You
go
out.
next? Let me go next. Let me
What?
go next.
No, you out. You out.
What is
You out.
not?
No.
Yo,
Who's
I just doing
Who's
that
next?
shit.
Who's next? Who's
Wrong.
next? Who's
So-
next?
So John.
I'm
John.
surprised I
Aaron
fucking got that
Donald.
wrong.
John Aaron Donald.
99.
Right.
Oh my, this nigga get him the easiest shit.
Cap. T. Higgins.
81.
Wrong.
Wrong.
You out.
I knew it. I knew I was gonna get it.
Eddie. T. Higgins. Kev, you froze.
Hold on.
T. Higgins.
All right, I got time.
Nah.
86.
Wrong.
You out. You
Fuck.
out. Kev is all fucked up. He's froze right there. I don't know what's going on.
So
Is
we
he
running
froze?
around again? Yeah,
So
he got kicked. So we running around again?
John was the only one who made it out of that round because Kev didn't make it. So I'm gonna get John a point. First person to 3 points. We're gonna get John that point
All right, bet.
for that round. All right. So Drew, coming back to you. Cam Akers.
25. 25.
Wrong.
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 Cam Akers.
2.
Wrong.
Wrong. You out.
What the fuck?
Ed, Cam Akers.
23.
Yes. John, Joe Burrow.
Joey Burrow, number 10.
Wrong.
Wrong. You out. Ed, Joe
Number 9.
Burrow. Yes. Ed gets
I
the
knew
point.
that one.
Ed with 1. John with 1. Drew.
I got 2. What you talking about? I got
Yeah,
Cam
you
and I
did.
got.
Yeah, you
No, you
survived
did.
the round. It's about the
survived the
round.
round.
Okay. Never mind.
So John with 1. Ed with 1. Drew coming back to you. OBJ.
I dead don't know his fucking.
Drew, do you watch
number.
football?
Nigga, I dead don't watch. I haven't.
Numbers is hard to
jersey
remember
number.
though. Numbers is
Yeah,
hard
it
to
is.
remember.
I
Especially in
don't
football.
remember his jersey number.
Man, there's
Yeah,
mad
I
niggas
football.
in football. That's
And
the
then,
only
Pass,
and
pass,
then
bro.
they recently
Pass.
changed they are you gonna use your mulligan?
Yeah, pass
Yeah,
it.
use your mulligan. Use your mulligan.
Mulligan, Cap, OBJ.
3.
Yes.
Dang.
Correct.
Okay.
Eddie, Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase is. Oh shit, Jamar.
He's about to get this
Oh,
wrong.
1.
Correct.
Fuck.
Yeah.
John, David Edwards.
Damn.
Mulligan. Who
You
the
talking about
Alright.
the line? You talking about the line?
Yo, that's wild.
So Drew, it's back to you. You don't have a mulligan. Leonard Floyd.
Ooh, I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I got this one.
Leonard Floyd. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. 25.
You out. Cap, Leonard Floyd.
Can I get a hint? Is it a single digit?
Nah, I ain't
No,
giving you no
double
fucking hint.
digit. I'll tell you that. Double digit.
Shot in the
You do have your mulligan.
I'm gonna go my mulligan.
Ed.
All right, I'm between
Leonard
2.
Floyd.
I'm between 2, and I gotta commit to 1. I don't want to give a hint to the other one, but I'm gonna.
Nigga, make your fucking guess.
No.
Say
because
your
now I
clue.
got a third number. No. Now I got a third number.
Fuck
You gonna be
you.
I got
wrong.
a third number.
You-
Hold on. Stop. 91.
You out.
Fuck.
John, Leonard Floyd.
56.
You out. Cap gets the win.
You
What
know
was
what's
it?
crazy?
What was the
I was
number?
gonna say 56, Johnny.
It's 54.
I had a
54.
feeling. I had a feeling it was 54, but I went 56. I was like, 54 a little too honest. I went 56.
Yo, I swear I was thinking 56. That's all I was like,
Drew? Back to you. All three of you guys got 1 point. Drew. Joe
Lying.
Mixon. Joe Mixon.
25.
Wrong.
You out.
Nigga, what the
28.
yo? He
20 28. Yes, that's correct.
God damn it.
Who answered that? Dicap?
Cap.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Eddie. Matt Gay.
No, wait. I take it back 5.
Wrong.
What?
Wrong. John. Matt Gay.
Oh,
That's the kicker,
fuck, I
right?
know his number now.
Yes.
Shit. forgot.
11.
Wrong.
He used
It
to
is-
be 9, and then fucking Stafford came.
It's 8. That's
It's
his
8.
number.
Yeah.
Cap gets the point because he's the only one that got his right. So Cap gets
Nigga.
2 points. And if Cap get one more, he's the winner. All right.
You get a
Gotta
mulligan
forget
every
the
round.
Yeah.
Yes, every round you get a mulligan.
I should use my motherfucking mulligan for
Yeah,
that.
you-
Yeah,
mulligan.
nigga, then why am I doing my muggling?
You
Oh,
not
really?
using them.
Yeah, I didn't use mine. I'm saying I should have used mine. So that last one.
Shit.
But I took
Okay.
I took a good guess. I was off by 3 numbers. It's fine.
Drew,
I'll look at that.
Cooper Cup.
Okay, Cooper Cut. I know this shit. I know it. I fucking know it. 7.
Wrong.
Wrong. Cap.
Use your mulligan,
Cup.
dude.
Mulligan.
Nah, I fucking thought I knew that shit.
You said what,
Okay.
Cat?
He
Mulligan.
said mulligan.
So it goes to me?
Ed, Cooper Cup.
10.
Yes.
Thank you.
John. Eli
Fuck
Apple.
me.
I think I see his number, but I ain't going to the front. Mulligan that. Mulligan that.
Mulligan that. Cap, did you use your mulligan?
Yes, he did.
This round?
Yeah, for
Okay,
Cooper
so,
Cup. Use it
so
for Cooper
now
Cup.
you it's back to you, Eli Apple.
Hold on, I thought Drew not in.
Drew got
No,
out.
Drew's
Drew
out.
out.
Yeah, remember Drew set the whole. He said 7 for Cup.
Eli Apple.
Hey,
He
don't be
still
cheating over
survived.
there.
Don't be cheating.
23.
Close, but wrong.
Close.
Wrong.
I know he's there, but yeah.
Eddie, Eli Apple.
I used my mulligan already, right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Did you use?
But
Yeah,
No,
you
I
did.
didn't.
You didn't use it for this round?
no,
No, because you got it. You got it right the first time.
I
Yeah.
got Cooper
So,
Cup.
Yeah, Eli Apple.
But it doesn't matter because I won this round already, right? John's out.
No, John's
I'm not-
used a
you gotta
mulligan.
win it.
He used a mulligan.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
all right. So fuck it. I'm gonna use my mulligan too. I don't know his
Alright.
number.
Kev, Eli Apple.
It's 40, right?
Wrong. John, Eli Apple. Back to you.
He has to answer now, right?
Yeah,
I'll
he
close
has to
it.
answer.
I'll close it here then.
It's one of these two
Close.
numbers, but give me
Damn, I wish I was
25. Eli
No.
Apple.
No.
Damn, I wish I wasn't
Oh,
out.
two,
I
isn't
know
it?
this now.
It's 20.
It
It's 20
is.
something. It's 20 something. I know that.
Can I take a
It's,
guess?
it's
Even though it's
20,
not
30.
21.
If it's not 40, it's
No.
20 and 30.
It's 20. It's 20.
It's 20 even.
Yeah, I
It's
knew
20
it was a
flat.
0 at the end of that
But
shit.
didn't he have 20 in New York?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
He had,
I did.
That's why I
He
didn't
did?
think it was 20. Because I
They
thought
did
he had
have
a
20 in
different
New
number.
York.
Yeah, he
That
took
was-
Landon Collins' number.
Nah, Landon Collins' number was 21.
Yeah, Landon Collins.
Oh, I
is
thought
21.
Landon was 20. They gave him 20.
So
I got that round.
by default, Ed gets the point. So it's 2-2 Decap
Why
and
he get it if he got it wrong?
because he got his first one right.
I
He
got
got
the
his
first one right, and then you guys
first
got
one
the
right.
next one.
Everybody got eliminated. Eddie was the last man standing.
Okay. So it's 2-2, me and Eddie.
You
Man,
Yeah.
first,
Which one got next point wins? If not,
first
Wait,
to 3.
who got Aaron Donald's number right? That's what I want to know. That's the reason why
Drew
my
got it
whole-
wrong. Drew got it
Drew got
wrong.
it.
I know
Dead
he got
wrong.
it wrong. That's
His
what my
question
whole
was who got it
fucked up.
right. Now who got it wrong, asshole.
I just want to
Asshole.
know who got it right. Everybody but Drew.
Yeah, pretty much.
I smacked this table so hard, my whole shit froze because this nigga got it
Yeah.
wrong.
All right, so Drew,
Nigga, I was like close as hell. It was
Drew,
close.
Drew is back to you. It's back to you, and you have a mulligan. It's a new round, so you have a mulligan.
Uh-huh.
All right. You have Evan McPherson.
Oh, I know
Kicker
his
for the
number.
Bengals.
I know his number.
10.
You out. Why you don't use your mulligans? Wrong. Cap. Evan McPherson.
Hold on, you just said that's the kicker for the Bengals. I thought Parkey was the kicker for the.
Nah,
Nope,
Evan
it's Evan
McPherson,
McPherson,
rookie.
dude.
He been cooking.
Ginger.
The rookie. Yeah,
What number
been
did
cooking.
you just say?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I said 10.
3.
Wrong.
Close.
Eddie.
2.
That's correct, Ed.
Bang.
Yo, I knew it.
Kev. Tyler Higbee.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
You have your mulligan.
Don't help these niggas.
I'm not helping. I just say I know it.
Tight end, Tyler.
Nigga, it don't matter what position they play anymore. You can pick any number.
Where?
I don't want to use my mulligan, but obviously I could lose. But I'm gonna just go for it. It's 83, right?
No.
Wrong.
Nope. I
John.
knew that
Tyler Higbee.
Fuck.
Who's out right now? Who's out?
Is you and
Drew's
Ed.
out and
Is you and
Kev.
Ed. Is you and Ed. No, Caps out too.
So if
Okay,
I get
so
this wrong, Ed wins.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm about to do the walk-off real quick, too. So
I think I got this nigga's number, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to give this nigga the win by fucking up. Tyler Higbee's number is.
Use your mulligan.
But if he uses his mulligan, Eddie wins.
No, he don't.
no, because I have to get it right.
He has to get it right.
Mulligan, motherfucker, Mulligan.
Eddie
Yeah,
doesn't know his
ready?
number.
Tyler Higbee.
I'm mad confident, but then I just got
He's
into my own
not-
head, and now I'm not.
He doesn't have.
So I'm gonna say
I fucked you up, right?
80. Fuck.
I fucked
89.
you up. I know I fucked you up.
Correct. Ed got it.
Bang!
Oh, I would have got that shit wrong. I was gonna say 86. Good thing I used
I was
my
gonna say
mulligan.
86 too. I was gonna say 86 too. I got it in
I
my
was gonna
head.
say 86.
Yeah.
I thought 88 for a second, but I
Yo,
used my
I
mulligan.
picked number 3 instead of 2, man. I would have fucking won.
Like I don't see him play that much.
I'm still in it though.
Hey,
That's
Ed
what-
was on my
no,
fantasy
it's
team.
not over. John is still in it. It's not.
I got
over.
3. What you
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
still in it.
you
I
get
didn't get
you
this
get the
last
3
man
once he's
standing.
out. Once he's
Yeah.
out, then
Oh,
you'll get the
okay.
3.
Last
All
man
right, so then I
standing.
can bang him. I can fucking triple this up.
Okay.
Or
So
you about to say you about to bang me?
so
Whoa.
John don't
Yeah.
have. John has to get it right.
Bend over 50
John-
states.
Yeah, I'm about to
What's
bang
up?
him.
Come on now.
No.
John has to get it right.
Okay, so I still got a chance of winning.
If John get it wrong, Ed won because he got his last one right.
No, but if Johnny wins, I still got a chance.
Oh,
to
so
win.
if Johnny
Yeah.
get it right,
I
oh yeah,
survived.
right. If Johnny
Okay.
survived, then you still in.
Yo,
CJ, John, CJ Uzuma.
Ooh, I got this
Nah,
one too.
this shit over. Johnny, you done lost.
I got this
This
one too.
nigga don't look confident at
I got
all.
this one too.
This
Johnny
nigga scared.
Mulligan. Johnny Mulligan. Go ahead.
He
Say
don't
it.
have
have
he don't have a mulligan.
Is one of these two
ACL
numbers?
sprain.
Give me your number, John.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna go 85.
Wrong. 87.
Wrong. Can I do it? Can I steal it?
Yeah,
Oh
no,
man.
It's
Come on,
over.
let me
It's
steal it,
over,
let me steal
Ed.
it.
It's over. You
Let me
won.
bang it in one more time.
Going up.
I
Okay,
have
so
it.
Ed, if you want to bang it, Vance Jefferson.
Vance Jefferson. Oh, hold on.
Van Jefferson.
18.
12. Done.
Wrong. 12. It's over.
Oh, 12.
Hey, you win, Ed. Doing numbers. Super Bowl edition.
Oh,
We're gonna end.
this is
We're
12.
gonna end.
I would have got that.
We're gonna end it with our bold predictions. When you hear this,
I had that nigga on my team the last like 6 weeks of fantasy.
One,
like,
no,
nigga
1
number
week
12.
he cooked me. 1 week he cooked me when you had him and shit. Like
Yo, that ass. Number
So,
12, nigga. Done.
bold prediction. Ed was the only one that hit this past week. Drew, give me your bold prediction.
It's gonna be OBJ's day. 3 touchdowns for OBJ.
Oh,
three.
he's drunk.
Woo.
God damn.
Hell,
All right.
get him some milk.
John, when you hear this,
When you hear this, let's make it a little spicy. When you hear this, Dame to the Knicks.
dang to the Knicks.
Mm,
The trade, and again, the trade
Mm.
deadline
On
will be over,
Thursday.
man.
mm.
So
Are
it's
you
gonna
Yoda?
either, so it's gonna either hit or miss. All right. Oh, you talking about Drew? Kev, when you hear this,
When you hear this, T. Higgins will have a touchdown and 80+ yards.
T. Higgins, TD, 80+ receiving yards. Copy. Didn't say a win, but he got it. All right. Ed, give us your bold prediction.
Bengals win, but I'm gonna make it spicy. I want a Bengals win. 2 touchdown performance by Tyler Boyd.
Oh shit!
Wait,
Same game parlay. How much you putting up, kid?
I'm thinking about this. 2 multiple touchdowns for Tyler Boyd. 2 touchdowns to Tyler Boyd. I got Bengals money line. I'm gonna give you a 3-way parlay if you sign up to FanDuel. FanDuel, please sponsor us. If you sign up to FanDuel, you get $10 risk free. So I'm gonna do Tyler Boyd multiple touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. Take the Bengals over. And to close it off with the 3-way, Bengals money line. I apologize. Bengals money line. And to close it out, Joe Mixon to score at least 1 touchdown. So anytime touchdown scored, Joe Mixon, 2 touchdowns, Tyler Boyd, Bengals money line.
Got it. Cap. Bold prediction.
What does that pay out? Let me see what that pays out.
Bold prediction. Is this only Super Bowl?
No, it's whatever you want.
You can do whatever.
Israel Adesanya knocks out Robert.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Okay, yeah, that is.
Baby, let's go.
That's 2, right? That's they sacrificed, ain't it?
Yeah, this
Saturday,
is the
yeah.
rematch.
Part 2.
Yeah. Got it. All right.
I got Izzy knockout.
Bold prediction. Bengals win with a Evan McPherson MVP.
Woo, that's impossible.
That's impossible.
How is that impossible? He's been winning the games for all of them motherfuckers. So
People don't win. Niggas don't win MVP.
Wait, time out. Deb,
You just said it.
Deb, you said Bengals win.
Games.
McPherson MVP.
All right, so real quick for my parlay,
that's good.
$10. Again, risk-free bet. $10 gets you $613.
Nah, that shit not happening.
That's it. Bengals money line. Joe Mixon anytime touchdown scorer. 2 touchdowns for Tyler Boyd. $10 gets you $613.
That's not happening.
Like I said, Evan been holding it down for them. He gonna do it one more game and get that fucking win for them. And that's gonna be the game. Super Bowl MVP. And that is our episode 43 of season 2, overall 93. Gotta thank the Don Dicap for joining us, making us look full again. But
I might have to take DQ's spot, man.
Hey, you more than welcome.
Hey, you're more than welcome to.
I think y'all need me. Man.
He feel like we are available whenever you want to be here. So let us know. I add you to the OSA group and you join whenever you feel it. Just let us know.
This episode was actually fun. If I may do the my recap instead of Eddie's recap. First off, we started with Drew talking about getting knocked out. First, he told me.
Hold on.
You can quit. Decap, if you want me to just go. All right, whatever.
Hold on. Let me close it out.
Let's close out the episode.
Thank you for watching and listening to season 2, episode 43. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share, rate it. Again, brought to you by Coach Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. Drew in the building, John's in the building, Kev's in the building, our host Eddie Horchata is in the building, and our special guest and potential official 6 member, Don Dicap is in the building. My mama call me Devin, so you can call me Devin. And like always, Ed,
we out.
Love, you claim me the illest. You don't believe in yourself to forget it. You gotta put yourself up in position. Ice skating on there, ice. And my ice skate's been in the kitchen. How can you tell me to pick a religion? I'm 24 and I'm broke as a bitch, but I'm a millionaire rich in the spirit. Yeah. Hoping you get my plight. 24 hours.